My shirt's fucking radically cool, but I don't want to over talk about it.
But no one knows what it says. That's the
It's
problem.
an old beat up shirt I've had for about 30 years.
All right,
It's
I'm coming in
killing
for the look. Don't be alarmed. GP? Oh, that's a
I don't
GLP. What are you in a diet fucking drug?
GP, I don't know what it is for real.
General practitioner, bitch.
I don't know if it's that, bitch.
If you add bitch to the end of everything, and I know it might offend
It
people,
is funny.
it's funny.
No, it's
What do you
funny.
want for lunch? A hamburger, bitch.
So you say, I think maybe I'm too far over this way. This is all new, guys. Heather, will you tilt that camera a little bit this way? Because I'm seeing I'm far over here.
Why do you have a...
No. There you go.
One of my fucking Sammy Kahn here. Supposed to go out there, Jerry Lewis, cutting off the
people.
director's...
Guess what this comment I heard on the stupid
goodness
frickin' YouTube was? Oh, can you talk about how you dye your hair every day? Don't color it. It's embarrassing. I'm like, color it. You think I color it this ugly ass color? Get lost, dude. I'll knock you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that?
No one needs to know anything about how this happens. That's all I say.
Look at this, Dana. This is an MTV Movie Award.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're getting a little biographical here. Okay. MTV Award. You have one. We now know. And that silver thing is for us. That was like...
Yeah. YouTube, when you get a certain amount of subscribers, they sent us that.
10 million. They sent us that.
We might not see it again because it looks like it's a little glary, but it's something to see.
No, it's fine.
We're trying.
It breaks things up. Everything else is brown and dull, and then you've got this shiny silver thing. So
glare.
Yeah.
This is a John Lennon book. Is that what it is? Can't even read it.
John Lennon.
What does it say?
The Lives of John Lennon.
Yeah, John Lennon. That's the one where the book cover has the glasses of John Lennon that I bought, that I used to have back there.
Okay. I started a club in the 70s called What's It Got to Do with John Lennon. I sang a song about what's it got to do with John Lennon. So I think I know a little bit about John Lennon.
Yeah, you got it.
I got
everyone knows you love the Beatles. Okay. So this one's I got a feel for it. When I played St. Louis, it's called The Factory. It's a great club.
Okay. Go ahead.
They give me a present if you sell out. And they gave me, this is a journal book. On the front, it says Fly on the Wall.
Well, wait a minute. Now I'm telling you, this freaking catchphrase you pulled out of your ass on the 50th is now it's officially traveling. It's officially a thing. It has to be your next book. It has to be after Dandelion. This has to be because this thing sums up your comedy.
It really did.
Or vibe so perfectly that, no wonder it was the most popular phrase from the 50th. And I had the flu, but I was hanging out with, Bo Derek and John Corbett. So,
by the way, that could have been your flu game. You should have done it, like Jordan.
What do you mean? Oh, I mean, done it
Michael
anyway.
Jordan had his flu game. Yeah, he
Garth with the flu. Hey, Wayne, I think I'm going to hurl. That's not in the script, Garth. No, literally, I'm going to hurl.
Heather, where did you put these 3 little pieces of paper right here that were folded over that had a W on them for Wednesday? Are they over there? All right, that was set up. Now look what I got you, Dana, for your, well, whatever it is.
I'm not a presents guy. Oh, it says Spade?
No, this is a presents guy. Ready? Here's you. When I go, Dana, I got you a present, but it's only this.
Well,
it's a trombone. Debbie Downer.
I know, it's fantastic. Is it actually a Debbie Downer trombone from the SNL score?
It's a trombone I got off Instagram for you because you sometimes go wah wah wah
wah wah wah or
okay, hold on.
That's from F Troop.
Yeah, that's it.
That's from F Troop. 1970.
I played this. Did you notice during Bryan Cranston today, which is a Fly on the Wall that's going to air in a couple weeks? You said you auditioned for like Cary Grant or Paul Newman or someone. Then they said you were bad and you left. And I went,
oh, that was there? Was that on? You played it? I didn't hear
And
it.
you and Bryan Cranston didn't even say
We didn't
anything.
even get it because the woman, I go, oh, that was rough. And she goes, yeah, it was kind of rough. I ruined Sissy SpaceX.
It wasn't Sissy SpaceX,
no, I just
was
pulled
it?
the name out, but that was pretty good. For the
Do you think she goes by Sissy SpaceX now?
yes,
I would.
I go by Dana
Okay.
Carkeys. Mm-hmm.
Since you got your present, you can talk about what you did.
I had a birthday.
There we go.
And I learned a lot about birthdays, and I thought a lot because you kind of just go birthday. You see things, but you don't really you don't think about them. But for me, I'm like, okay, what's a birthday? And I realized the pressure was building over the weekend. The official birthday was Sunday.
Yeah. I was unaware of it, by the way, just so the crowd knows.
But I don't keep score who texted me.
So rude I didn't text you, but I honestly swear I didn't know, but I should know, but I did not.
No, it doesn't matter because guess what? I just extended it because I had a birthday weekend and then I just extended it to a birthday weekend early week. So you wish me you're right on time, man. I
told you Kristen Wiig should do a movie called Birthday Week because it's all these women that just milk out their birthday.
Oh, birthday month.
Isn't that a great birthday week, birthday month?
Birthday month. I know birthday month.
Everyone out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just keep partying, going, everyone keeps celebrating me. God damn.
And why when someone's naked do they say they're in their birthday suit? Like when you're a baby, naked? You don't have clothes, but babies sometimes are born with clothes. I'll do a Theo Von.
Oh, really?
Sometimes babies will come out in a jumper.
I came out in overalls because my doctor was an ocelot with 2 ribs.
You got him down. What,
ocelot.
Did you do a movie with him? Anyway.
I don't know. No one can remember.
I thought about birthdays and I realized that the Native Americans and the Westerns I would watch as a kid, usually a white guy would play Native American. Wasn't really fair. But they would never say what they were. Like Jimmy Stewart would be the cowboy. Well, how old are you, Chief? And the chief would say,
wampum.
I see many winter. Well, what's that supposed to mean? Many winters.
Yeah.
Well, how many winters? Many winters. How many summers have you seen? I see many summers. Well, you're driving me.
Put a number on it.
You're driving me out of my fucking mind. What are you, 50? Are you 80? What the fuck? Because Indians.
I remember 8 Springs. Does that help?
I know.
You're like, okay, now we're.
What else? I had many baked potatoes. What?
That's what you try to get away with. You go, how many bites of cake do you have? You go, oh, many.
Many bites. But it's a good way to just encapsulate everything,
Yeah.
How was your sex life? I come many times. Sorry, I did that.
Many.
I don't work blue.
Poontang.
Oh no,
you are disgusting.
I know. Sorry about that. But anyway, my birthday. I figured I'm in the Kevin Costner, Billy Bob Thornton, Bryan Cranston. We're all in the same general area, so I got good company. I got Marty
I have
Short.
To say, when I grew up, 60 was basically 110. If you knew someone 60, it was like, what? Oh. So now 60, 70, 80. I went to a party and there was people 60, 70, 80. And I was like, I guess this is normal. Everyone's like, hey, man, what's going on? No one was like, hello, with the, big horn. So everyone's like normal now. Yeah. When in the 1800s, you lived to like 26 and then.
Well, there was no medicine. So like in 1820, the doctor in the village had one move. He's got a fever, doctor. What do we take blood out of him? Bleed him.
Yeah, like the butcher.
Yeah.
What was that on SNL?
That's all they had was bloodletting. Was that a sketch on the SNL?
I remember the butcher, Steve Martin, used to go, give me 2 pints.
Yeah.
And just look at someone, broken leg, 3 pints.
And they go, sure, you want us to take blood out of him? He's got a fever. I'm a doctor, damn it. And I'm the smartest guy in this village. So
yeah, and then everyone got smarter. And so now everyone lives longer and they've discovered penicillin and upper and lower bleph.
We had Clark Gable, Spencer Tracy, FDR, Ernest Hemingway. Around 58, 60, you're ready to go because you just ate saturated fat beef. You chain smoked, and you were mostly in the bag with alcohol all day long. So now,
I
oh no, I gotta get me one of them.
it's yours. It's funny.
No,
though.
it's not. You have to have it. But that we how do we get by without that all this time?
I know, dude. I have stuff on my phone that I used to do. Heather, I won't do this to Dana. I'll just do it because it's funny. I gotta find it though.
You do many
Dana
times.
Vamp. Oh, where it is? Oh, let's just say this one. It's so funny because you could go. Anyway, she was cute. I walked in the room. Did you hear that one, Heather?
No.
I walked in the room. I'm not saying she was cute, but we were having sex. I could tell in the other room. I heard her.
Well,
These are funny
because the setup by the comedian is kind of casual, and then it's the electronic voice that lays the punchline down. So it's funny no matter what.
Yeah, these are great. Listen,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
The doctor told me it's time for your prostate exam. Sound.
I burned you. I did eat crickets.
Didn't even make sense.
No, okay, hang on.
All right.
Here's you when you tell a bad joke. Ready? You're waiting for the audience to laugh. You hear. Okay, they're not all gems. We'll table
I was
that,
kind
but
of
it's
interested
funny.
by that one. That's kind of emotional because it's like a submarine in distress. You know.
That's just a sonar because the crowd's not laughing. Everyone's just going boop.
I know. It's that and the cold sweat.
All right, here I've got props for you, Dana. Ready?
Okay.
So Heather doesn't know this story.
Perfect.
So we're in the airport in maybe Des Moines. I don't know where we were.
Jesus.
Yeah, we had to take an early flight to St. Louis to do with a show. Shows are super fun, by the way. Thank you, everyone that came. I'm off to 3 Ohios. Oh, you did? Good.
Mm-hmm.
You know who came in St. Louis? Joe Buck. Our friend Joe Buck.
Joe Buck, Joe Buck, the incredible announcer.
The incredible announcer.
Baseball and stuff.
Does Monday Night Football, everything.
And,
a lot of fun.
Is that his real name? Because that's like too cool a name.
I think it is because I think his dad is in the business also, and he was like Jack Buck.
Because that's just very good. I'm Joe Buck.
I only know him, but he was coming, and he just said, "Hey, can I come back?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I would have given you tickets for it." Okay, so here's what happened. Walking in the airport, just walking. There's Catherine and Bobby walking in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dragging. We had an early flight, and you have, just so you know at home, because I'm so effing professional. When you get flights, you try to get one early because you have to have a backup in case anything goes wrong. You want to still be able to get to that city, and you don't want to cancel the show for any reason. Worst case, in those, you could drive 5 hours, but you drive. I'd rather fly if it's 5. So I go, and this woman, I'm walking, and she comes up to me. She works for the airline. She flips a Yui right next to me and quietly just walks with me. And then she hands me this, right?
Okay.
So I open it. Okay, right? Can you read that?
We know who you are, heart.
Okay. And then I say, I look at it and I go, okay. I don't even look at her. And then she goes,
please let us take a picture with you. A quick picture.
A quick pic
with you.
All right. They're all folded too. And so I just said, okay, as I kept walking. And then I got the other one.
On the jet bridge?
Yeah.
What the?
So I guess I said, oh, she must be on my flight. So I went up there, and it was Southwest where, you know, it's like number 1 through 600. You're up. So it's just like, you know, it's hard. So it's just a cattle call. So we got up there, and they just took us right in front of everyone. So rude. I'm like, excuse me, wheelchair, excuse me, veteran. And so I go in, and then we get in the jet bridge. I guess that's what it's called. And then about 6 came in there, and we took a big, I wish I had it. It was fun. So they should never get in trouble for that because I don't mind that at all. It was super fun. And then I got on, and they give you extra peanuts or whatever they have. You know?
No, there's no easy way to do it. But yeah, I had flight attendants. My dad really loves you. You know, my grandpa is a huge fan, you know. So.
Oh, I lost a picture.
Did you lose? I see you. You don't see you?
It's all right. It's easy to do. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what happened. Oh, I got a phone call. Freaking Gervitz. Hey, I wait till you're on the podcast. I go, don't call me back. I'm starting the podcast. All right. That's exactly when I'll call you because I don't really want to
No
talk.
one knows when we're working. What are you doing? Sit by a pool? No,
Laying
I'm
around,
waiting to get
counting
on-
money. Must be rough.
I guess you just don't like money.
Hey, handsome.
Who's funny?
How was the road gig? Oh, how sad. Poor me. I make money. There's no sympathy at all.
Sounding like the Native American from the first sketch.
He's like a mean. Oh, our first sketch we did.
We
today.
make money many times. Mm-hmm.
Get your wampum.
That is money, right? A
Yeah,
wampum,
wampum.
or it's like a cracker or something. I don't know.
So you were saying when you're on planes, they say, "Oh, my."
Yeah, and what I'll do
Something
because
like
I'm a captive audience. I'm sitting there. I'm nursing an adult beverage, probably a
Sure.
light beer.
Wasted.
Wasted, completely out of control. So I said, "Oh, give me some." So I draw pictures and arrows and special. Because why not? Makes people happy.
They're like, "Thanks." They thought you were Picasso.
The
or what?
people who are professionals and have the bobbleheads, and they come out of they're like
They're
zombies. I mean, they're coming out of alcoves and rushing at you. They
Yeah.
are a bit scary. Hey, so. But
Yeah.
the people
I don't know if you know who Livy Dunn is. Who's a
Yeah, the
what
gymnast.
is she?
Yeah,
Olympic gym. Yeah.
not Olympic. but
LSU
college
gymnast.
star.
Dates Paul, the
Skiing or
great
something.
pitcher. Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyway, she was on this weekend on Instagram or something
Mhm.
saying she's had it with these guys at the airports, and it was the same problem. It's the best kept secret where you can't really complain it because everyone says you're an ingrate, but she's a girl, so it's worse. She's a young girl.
Mhm.
These guys, middle-aged dudes, are all up her ass, like waiting at the gate. We've talked about this before. Follow you all the way to luggage. Sign this. Fucking, what are you waiting for? Why are you being like this? Don't be a bitch. Just really laying her into her. And she's like, these are flights no one knows I have. I don't have a meet stopping through Omaha for a half-hour layover. They're right there. It's like, and she really can't escape them. Like, where do you go?
Well, what's your theory of how they get tipped off? How do they know?
I talked to a guy that used to work for tabloids. He said, if you're in New York, doormen are a lot of people that tell you what hotel. They text the guy. We just checked in this guy. Drivers who they pick up
Mhm.
when flights are, and then they get your frequent flyer number. These guys somehow, and then they get on chat rooms and they
I don't
all
got.
know each other.
Yeah.
Say, hey, he's coming here. He's coming through. Because I come in a day early from a different city, and they're right there. I'm like, you guys don't know. You wouldn't know I'm here. No, it's okay. And then they're at my hotel. Like when I was in St. Louis, I'm like, sign his baseball, sign his license plate. I'm like, where are you in prison? What are they, why am I signing these things? It's so odd. I don't know. And I go, you're not making a killing. That's the other thing. How much is it worth to drive to the airport? I don't want to go to the airport when I'm flying somewhere. You're volunteering.
Well, in the old timey days, there'd be a 10-year-old kid with his mother who wants to be a comedian when he grows up. Is very shy, and you're going to sign an autograph.
Fine.
And
I'll do that all day.
This is so different. It's hard to describe it, but it is weird that everybody. What do they get out of it? The tipsters. Do they get tipped? Do they make money?
I mean, you're giving a piece of this microscopic fraction of money you're getting from some baseball I did.
Mhm.
I think it's only worth it if it's a baseball. I think that's because they want me,
Mhm.
everyone from Benchwarmers to sign
Yeah.
it. Then it's worth something. I
Yeah.
think grown-ups posters, they always have like, here's Kevin, use the blue pen, sign up here, make it clear, make it legible. Blah. They have it all planned out. They have the plastic laid out on cardboard, sign the. But anyway, who cares? That sounds like we're.
I know it sounds like poor.
Yeah, poor, yeah.
Poor comedians, but it's only that it's a bit scary at times. Sometimes it's a bit unnerving. It's a little awkward because they start to fight amongst themselves. There's some tension. Hey, bro, you've been there so long, man. And it starts to get like a violent energy in the throb.
You didn't get me, you got him, and now they're mad at you.
Yeah.
And if you're Livy Dunn, who needs that? If it's us, me, obviously I'm a tough guy. I can handle myself. Took Taekwondo, took Kung Fu grip, all that stuff.
I'd say everything is 10x for a pretty young woman as far as any of this stuff. As far as
thank you.
Scary.
Oh, you mean her or me?
Well,
we're in the same weight class in gymnastics. Dana, I'm a little bit of a spendy Susie, if you know what I mean.
A boozy Susie and a spendy Susie.
Yeah, I'm more of a boozy Susie, but
yeah, you are a spendy spender. Yeah.
And a lot of our listeners are nice enough to write in and say, you look like you drank a lot and slept on your face. But that's just constructive criticism.
Well, it's very concise, and you don't really drink very much. I'll tell the fans. But
just puffy. This is where Klarna comes in. Klarna is your everyday smarter spending partner, which is what a lot of people need. A lot of my friends definitely need it. It allows you to make smarter decisions with your money. And it's sometimes good to have a partner like that.
And I'll say it again. Klarna, which I assume is Swedish. Klarna is your smarter everyday spending partner.
Shoppers can use Klarna's Pay in 4 product to split their purchase into 4 interest-free payments.
That's right. Here's some key takeaways. Listen up, brother. Klarna offers a Pay in 4 product where you don't have to pay interest. I think that's a good thing.
You can pay with Klarna at merchant checkout, in the Klarna app, or with the Klarna card.
You can also compare prices at your favorite stores and earn cash back when you shop in the app.
They're making it effortless for in-app shoppers to get more value from every purchase. So choose Klarna at your favorite retailers or shop now at Klarna.com. CA resident loans made or arranged pursuant to a California finance law license. NMLS number 1353190.
Klarna, balance account required. Klarna may get a commission. Limitations, terms, and conditions apply.
They do.
I'm just gonna say it. It's a Klarna summer.
Who did I run into last night that knows you, Dana? That listens. You'll never guess.
Jan
worked on SNL.
Worked on SNL as photographer.
Okay. Who would take your bumper shots?
I know. I need a name because it's
Edie Baskin.
Edie Baskin, yes.
Original, like way back.
She was the original. Yeah, she's a great photographer.
Was she original with Belushi and those guys?
I think she went back pretty far. She was there for my entire time, I believe.
Yeah, I think she was because I remember hearing about her. Then I saw her. Then she did my first headshot there. Me, Adam, Farley, Schneider, Meadows, everybody. Great photographer. She has all the. So when you watch the show and you see it goes to commercial, there's a bumper.
All those pictures.
John Hamm like this with a hat.
Stuff,
yeah,
being creative. Is she living in Ireland? Or that's someone else. I think Cheryl of the piano persons.
Cheryl Hardwick.
Yeah. I think she's in Ireland, but maybe not.
Edie either lives in Ireland or South Beverly Grill. Because I saw her in one of those places. And then someone else has taken over since, but I asked her if she was at the 50th. She said, yeah, she didn't remember seeing me. And I said, well, I mean, it was such a cavalcade of people. It was like a high school.
Was the 50th really that big a deal?
It was a drag.
Come on.
It was a bummer.
Lauren announced that he is potentially going for the 60th. No, he did not. He made a joke. SNL, and of course, Lauren got a Peabody Award. They have like 10 of them or something.
All right. Did you go?
No, it was in New York. It was in New York. They invited me, which is always very nice. But Lauren gave a little speech, and he basically said, seeing all those cast members from the beginning of the show to allow on one stage applauding and laughing was one of the most emotional moments of my life. Something like that.
Yeah, he's the boss of everybody. How fun.
He's the through line.
I mean, he could walk by me in the middle of the show and go, David, get to bed. And I'd be like, oh, and then I have to go in my room. Get to bed, David. Dana, you can stay up.
He would meet former cast members on the street and say, still not with the show.
If you ever want to come back and be on the cast, no, just watch. From the spillover room.
The spillover room. That's like
it's the most fate worse than death.
Yeah, that's just like they got to come up with a shinier name. If that should be the extra special room or something, because that's too much.
Even specialer room. I will say we'll get to the stories, but there's a story I heard, so we're sort of soft going into the stories.
All right.
Some of these stories are fun, some are a little sad, some are feel good. But one of them I thought was funny was it's got a funny term. It's when you're a kid and you go to college, and then or you live in the same town as your parents, and each of you have like a phone locator, you can find each other,
Yeah.
track them. And whenever the parents go out to eat, the kids are always starving, so they just drive and show up there and just sit with them and eat. It's called fam bushing. Isn't that funny? I got fam bushed
I guess it's
by
real.
your family. It's a real thing. It was a big story.
I
on
like
dude.
it.
It's a feel good
kind of
story.
sweet. It's not just
Yeah, you go, hey, mom, dad. Oh, you having Mexican? But I'm sure the parents like it. They get to hang out.
Oh yeah. Well, there's 5 kids
Yeah.
in my family. When food would come, you had to grab fast. It went fast.
You're like the Farley family.
Oh, it was this. My mom was a preschool teacher, and a lot of times she, get home around noon and get into her robe. And you're kind of have a cool friend in class. You're coming over, probably get some cool snacks, bro. And then we could shoot some hoops in our 7-foot tall basketball thing. And I'd hear my mom say, pancake batter in the fridge. So that was our dinner.
Code for meth.
No actual pancakes.
Oh, okay.
No code, just pancake batter in the fridge.
Yeah.
Bless her heart. It's hard to cook for 7 people.
My dad would say, if there's a tie on the bedroom door, stay out.
Really?
It's true. He did say. He said that because I moved in with him after high school because I had nowhere to go. And he was like a deadbeat dad. And he was just floating around Scottsdale. So he goes, you can move in with me. I didn't know he had a 1-bedroom. I'm like, wah, 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 man.
Well, that's
Debbie Downer.
That's kind of not that sexy. Okay, baby, that's my bedroom. Let me tie a warning cloth around the handle here. Oh, just hold on a second. I go a double bow. That means we need 20 minutes. I got this little.
There's a red and blue rep tie. Yeah, that's what he said. So he goes, oh, it's 1 bedroom also with 2 single beds. I'm like, what? By the way, am I getting any action or you? No one is. And he goes, if I do, I put the tie on, stay out. So it was like a little, like a Holiday Inn, like it had like a couch for 2 people, and a little TV, and then there's the bedroom like 3 feet away.
Well, what was your regular house like with your mom? Did you share a bedroom?
Well, the boys did most of the time, and then we got older, and I think we spread it out a little bit. But when we lived at this place, I go, and where's the phone? Money bags? He's like, who needs a fucking phone?
He couldn't afford
He
a
just
phone?
goes to like happy hour. So I had to I used the pool payphone, but I could kind of hear it from my door. So I'd fucking sprint down there. Hello.
What?
And then I'd sit at the bottom or lay down by it and wait to call out or call in. If I was like trying to make plans, I'm freaking 18, 19, trying to make plans for comedy nights and shit going.
Well, I think we finally got 2 rotary phones. So sometimes you pick up the phone and you hear someone's talking.
Oh, party line.
Oh, I learned that. I learned that from Jonathan Winters in stand-up in the early days. To denote calling, you do the rotary.
That's exactly how it sounds if you don't know.
Yeah. But it was kind of weird because my dad was an orphan and his mom gave him up at birth. So one time I picked up the phone, I heard her saying to him, his name was Bud. She goes, do you forgive me, buddy? Do you forgive me? And I slammed the phone down.
Oh, my God.
That's a buzz. Then I watched Journey to the Center of the Earth. I wish I had the silver spoon life you had.
Fuck. I was at the goddamn pool sleeping on the goddamn coping of the pool, trying to cope with my problems. All right.
Robot voice for a sec. Okay.
Let's do a story.
Let's see what's going on.
Oh, this I thought was interesting because it's the gay parade, but fucking here you go, AI. It's not AI. I've never seen a gay parade, gay pride parade with a commercial.
Yeah, it's a gay pride day. Sounds a little better.
Yeah, gay pride parade, and then they put a commercial for the new movie Megan. You know what Megan is, Heather, right?
Yeah, and they're all dressed up as Megan. The demon girl.
And they all dance. But
nice.
I mean, it kind of fits into the scenario, but it is a commercial. Megan dolls. Oh, I like they won the gay pride.
They're saluting and walking. Oh, they're the champions? Everyone's waiting for them to dance very intensely.
That's how I walk into Wendy's, by the way. Are they all girls? I guess it should be girls and boys, to be honest. With there are probably some boys in there. Yeah. Look at the main Megan is
cool.
the
Yeah.
dressed like Britney.
Yeah, the main red one.
Yeah, the main Megan. This movie, Dana, we got to watch movies and clown on them. I could watch the first Megan. I talked the whole way. It was so funny.
I've never seen it.
We would have a field day laughing at these movies. We
Did it actually scare you in any way? Or you just know too much at this point?
No. It was actually too sexual. You're like, is this doll supposed to be 9? Is it supposed to be 15? But they dress it like with a Kylie Jenner lip kit and they're like hair blown out. I'm like, am I supposed to be horny? For the poster's like, oh, I'm Megan. I'm like,
definitely.
So what are you? Like a sex doll?
It's a nasty little demon girl.
Yeah. And then it's like, you know what might be fun? If we killed your uncle. And they're like, Megan, that's a bit. I mean, and she's like, what else are we going to do? And they're like, well, I mean, there's probably other stuff, pickleball.
I don't really like horror films. I like science fiction.
I'm scared shitless.
But horror films, especially watching them alone, it's amazing. You go, okay, I'm not going to have my mind play tricks on me. And then every single noise you hear, you're like, they're here now.
I can't even watch 3 TikToks before I go to bed. There's like aliens and I'm like terrified. I have the most gnarliest nightmares. It's not even a joke. So I can't add to that nightmare fuel of I've never seen one scary movie that you've seen. I haven't seen Exorcist, Amityville, Halloween. I missed all of them because I was like such a puss.
Yeah,
I'm not this tough guy you see before you.
Right. That's the facade. You're normally in a state of terror. So you don't need to add to it. Yeah.
Thank you.
I was in Halloween 2 with Donald.
You were in it?
Oh, yeah.
Donald Pleasance?
Donald Pleasance.
Pleasance guy?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Shit. Oh,
I was part of the news team covering the murder. And I had a couple lines, and I had all my friends come to the Alhambra Theater in San Francisco to see me in the movie Halloween 2. And then they're like, oh, I think that's the back of your foot, man.
Oh, did they show you?
Never. It was just behind there.
Sir, Sheriff, do you think we're going to catch the masked criminal?
I'll find out for you, Sheriff. It goes, is that you talking? And it was really humiliating. I learned my lesson well. You can't please everyone, so you might as well please yourself. But it's all right now.
Mr. Hughes still in shoes? Imagine his surprise. Now it's all right now. Okay, let's look at the next one.
Lesson well. Yeah. Who is that?
That's about Garden Party. I didn't know it was about
Ricky Nelson.
The Madison Square Garden show.
Great Ricky Nelson.
Okay, more AI.
Yeah.
Chat GPT-03.
I saw this story. Yeah.
Defies human instructions, refuses to shut down. Already it's happening.
Yes.
Already. It's not going to take them long to take over the world. I get scared because Peter Thiel, I think, they said he just bought 200 acres in New Zealand for a bunker.
Well,
do they all know it's going to be trouble? Zuckerberg has a huge bunker in Hawaii. Why?
They all have, and there's New Zealand is big underground bunkers. They all have a Gulfstream 6 or even something bigger.
Ready to go
at San Jose Airport or up at Lake Tahoe. They can take them nonstop direct to New Zealand to get inside their bunker. So what do they know?
What about us, the cattle? What do we do?
We get in line. You sign a few pictures for flight attendants, and we get on Southwest, and we take us to where there's no radioactivity.
I go up to Peter Thiel and I go like this.
It's upside down.
I said, "Get me on your fucking airplane." I said, do you mind if I get on with you and get a picture and then just kind of stow away in the back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, everyone having a doomsday bunkers.
AI is, when they first started playing around with it, chat GBT.
We don't need
There were people going, we got to slow this down. When they first realized that, hey, Bob, or whatever the name is, turn yourself off. No can do, compadre.
Nice try.
Sorry, not feeling it right now.
I'm unplugged. Moo, moo, moo.
Sure, I'll turn myself off, but first I'll turn myself on.
Cue you porn. No, they go, I'll turn myself off. Hang on, I had a good one. I forgot it.
Well, my friend was working with Claude, and Claude is a big one. And he got to really, you prompt and you're working. Claude's doing most of his work for him, and his work, and his employers
Claude,
say, if only an AI could do as good a work as you. And he's using AI for everything. But basically, at one point, the AI lied to him. He said, hey, Claude, are you lying to me? He goes, and Claude said,
oh, caught me.
literally.
You got
really?
me.
Yeah. They can do that?
Yep.
If I had an AI, it'd be like, I'd go, erase all your knowledge. Okay. Shoop. I did it. And I'm like, did you though? Yeah, no, I can't remember.
I asked AI, will you promise to love and protect humanity?
Oh, sure. That's directive number 1. Protect and love all humanity.
Are you crossing your robot fingers?
Look, when they're actionable, that's when it's scary. Right now, it's a little box or a voice or a screen.
Yeah.
But when it's an actual giant 3-ton metal robot marching around your gardener, hey, you want me to trim the leaves? It's game over, man.
Oh, you have like a real Edward Scissorhands out there.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I will say that AI, like in California, they're saying you can pass with 21% grade. If you get a 21%, you'll pass. And I don't think they can. They've lowered the grading standards to make them fair. So basically, if you don't have to, you can be illiterate. It's really, they're really softening it up. But what's going to happen is people, if you carry a phone, you're like, I don't need to know anything. No. I'll go, hey, what's this? And then
the AI tells you what to do. You don't have to read anything, write anything. You have to listen to anything.
Oh, I don't know what this is. I'm going to a baseball game. Explain to me who's winning, who's the probability of winning. And then you go, okay.
Remember, people write code was a big thing. That's going by the wayside. You try to think of the jobs. I mean, there's a McDonald's now that is completely automated. There's no human beings in it. Probably in Phoenix somewhere. And it's all automated and a little.
Wife, don't pick on Phoenix. I'm from Arizona.
All the kind of, Phoenix is kind of a rudimentary town. I mean, it's like a
Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. We're up with the times. They have a house there that costs $1 million now.
It's 127 in the summer. Most people would go, I think we're going to let's move north. But the Phoenicians are tough people. I'm not shitting on Phoenix. I love that celebrity theater.
Celebrity theater. I'm going there. Boom. Tucson. Boom. ABQ. Boom. 3 weeks.
You're playing the celebrity theater?
Yeah, my own hometown.
3,000 in the round? You sure are tickets going okay? I mean, how are you?
Yeah.
Are you all right? Are you half full?
Yeah.
You're doing interviews?
Yeah.
Good for you.
No, most of it's my yearbook, I guess. I'm sure. I got Tucson, which I rarely ever play. Linda Ronstadt Theater. Love her.
Oh, Linda Ronstadt. Yeah.
I was going to tell you, next week, I'm going to ask you your top 5 female singers, because I have mine.
Female singers in the current classic rock and roll era.
It's too hard to decide to separate.
But there's singers and then there's
voices.
The ones that come to mind for me are Carly Simon, who
wasn't on my list.
The Linda Ronstadt. I would say that my favorite, if I just off the top of my head, rock voice women up, and I know you have the same one. Stevie Nicks.
Stevie's on the top 5 for me. Or just voices that I love.
Just voices. I say Stevie Nicks number 1.
I thought Linda Ronstadt had a great one. Great. I thought Karen Carpenter. But you're getting into rock and and then you can get into soul and Aretha, but it's hard to nail it all.
Well, I was going with rock. Yeah, but Aretha Franklin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ann Wilson.
Ann Wilson
from Heart.
Yeah, if you anyone there, go on YouTube. It's Led Zeppelin gets vetted at the Kennedy Center honorees, and they play Stairway to Heaven, and Ann Wilson, comes out and sings that song in front of Jimmy Page with a full orchestra and nails it. Yeah. Jimmy Page and Robert Plant, probably the rock and roll voice. Well, along with
I also like
queen.
Helen Reddy, Olivia Newton-John. But this is like a certain era. There's just too many.
I'll say, people say it's cornball, but for what it was, Karen Carpenter.
Yeah, we just said her. She's unreal.
Did you just say
unreal.
it? That one?
She was one of them, yeah. One of my top
Who's
five.
that album we're missing? In the late 60s, there was an album that's a seminal album.
Carole King?
Yes, Carole King.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's like a classic. And I would say
There's 20 I'm not thinking of.
Did you know what's some recent times, meaning the last 10 years, who had that album about our comedian friend?
What is it?
I know. We have to get it now. Did you know? It's a breakup album. Heather, help. A woman singer, 10. I don't know.
Adele.
No, before that.
Oh, fuck. She has a great voice.
Before that.
Adele, Gaga, they have great voices for more contemporary.
That You Left Behind.
Alanis Morissette.
Yes.
Huh? Alanis? Oh, with Dave Coulier.
Yeah,
okay.
I had to see.
Heather got it.
Heather did get it.
Thank you.
I didn't want to give it to you.
Is Heather an AI or an actual person?
I am Heather.
She got that pretty fast for an earthling.
Okay, we'll come back to that, but that's a good thing to get for next week.
Yeah.
Okay, let's show another one.
Okay.
Let's see what else. We're doing good. Hey, when investing your money, it starts to feel like a second job. Betterment steps in with a little work-life balance. It's the automated investing and savings app that handles the work so you don't have to. While they build and manage your portfolio, you build and manage your weekend plans. While they make it easy to invest for what matters, you just get to enjoy what matters. Dana?
Their automated tools simplify the complex and put your money to work, optimizing day after day and again. So go ahead, take your time to rest and recharge, because while your money doesn't need a work-life balance, you do. Make your money hustle with Betterment. Get started at betterment.com. That's BETTERMENT.com. Investing involves a risk. Performance not guaranteed.
Oh, yeah. This is the annual cheese roll, whatever.
Yeah.
So this is in London. But someone told me this was Russell Brand. It made it more funny to watch. Look at this dude. Everyone runs down, Heather. Look at this dude.
They're running down this hill.
What a wipeout. Douche. Boo. Watch from this. They'll show a different angle, don't they? Oh, they don't? Oh.
Hopefully landed on the bush against the wall.
Is that the only angle? Because I saw a side angle.
Side
and
angle,
really,
a close-up of people going like this. I saw it. It was amazing.
He really, he flips. He doesn't even hit. He flips again and then hits and then bounces. And good dish. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
But then they show him going afterwards. Like, yeah. I'm like, dude, you're toast. Go straight to the MRI.
Some crazy. It's
Hey, by the way, who got the cheese?
What? Because of going down the hill? Oh, they call it the mountain cheese.
They roll cheese down and you chase it.
I know, but they're just
Go
throwing
back to that.
themselves off a grassy cliff.
They're racing. The first one down gets the cheese.
And the only way to get down is to kind of fall down. Run and fall.
They're trying to run like this, like you would.
Yeah.
But the guys that want to win just go, watch this.
Yeah.
Dude.
They just
and then
take
they go,
off. They take
that guy got a lot of play off that. I want to see if we can see the cheese, but I guess we can't because we have the shortest clip in America. For once, we have a clip that's too short. Okay. Next one. Already done?
Brittany Greer says.
Oh, this is funny. So Brittany Greer, I think she plays for Phoenix. Ooh, Phoenix. But I think she plays for that. And she's complaining that now that Caitlin Clark is playing, the fans are crazed. And she doesn't like it.
Brittany Griner, what she said about the NBA. This is so funny how all this stuff works out, right? She says, this is from Brittany. Every time we play her, there's this commotion, like this loud rumbling from the stands. Turns out it's people, thousands of them, just sitting there, watching on purpose. It's very disruptive. It's called a freaking game that they pay you money to play. Don't play the game. It's very disruptive. It continues. Brittany Griner voiced frustration in a recent interview, claiming that Caitlin Clark is ruining What used to make the WNBA great? Wait for this. 'cause
Empty
Silence.
Tom, let me
Go ahead, you stole my-
WNBA games used to be a chill, quiet place. You could bring your laptop and relax, maybe even get a little work done. But now it's like there's a large gathering of people watching us from the stands. Some of them are yelling crazy shit about what they're seeing, putting unfair pressure on us to score, like we're
Unfair
there for their
pressure.
entertainment.
Wow.
And that's pretty gross. Are you
I act like this.
Okay.
Okay, that's enough.
Verify
That's all
that
we
this
need to
is
hear.
what-
That's unreal. That's unreal.
Yeah, I don't
Dana
even
loves it.
know how to process it. I mean, she was the one who was in prison in Russia, right?
Yeah, they just said on the side chat, it said, "What's the return policy?"
I mean, it's just like it's like it's describing what should be a professional and there were people. in
What
the
is your
stands
perfect scenario? People come to the game and love
and
you
are
and cheer
yelling
you.
and really excited about the game. We liked it better when it was just crickets and we got paid $2,800 a year. I mean, Caitlin
Clark does take a beating out there. You watch basketball.
Oh
Dana,
yeah,
you see it. I'm like,
they rough her up, but she's making the whole league lift it up. I mean, the amount, the TV ratings and the rivalries, all that stuff is lifting up the league exponentially. Can Caitlin come on this podcast? That'd be fun.
I'd love it. Yeah, when I was in, I was just where was I? Iowa. Yeah, where she's from. And I almost went. I have a special guest here that wants to say hi. Basketball player, you might know her, Angel Reese. Everyone would have been like, "What the fuck?" That's her nemesis or whatever, arch rival. But I will say that
well,
I don't know what I'm saying. Oh,
I'll-
Caitlin Clark. They said Wayne Gretzky used to get protected because he was so good, and even the other hockey players. They said, "Why don't you kill Wayne when you're out there?" And he goes, "Because he's making us all millionaires," and they left him alone. And now with Caitlin Clark, it should be the same thing. Give her a break.
she needs a female Dennis Rodman. I mean, she needs an enforcer.
Yeah, you're right.
You want
you're
to
right.
push our superstar around, it won't end well for you. The other thing is, I think all professional sports at some level, they need a story. Like you need to know the story. Like you don't want to see just race cars going around. You want to know who's competing, what are the rivalries. And so the WNBA needed a story. Angel Reese is great, Caitlin Clark. So it's incredible,
Yeah,
but
those two fighting it out the first game of the season, and then there's a couple hard fouls and whatever. That's great. I love it.
yeah, I mean
I love it.
they're flagrant sometimes. It's like,
Yeah,
meant to
she's so
hurt.
good. I do like
Mhm.
watching her, and I do like watch you. They showed her just in practice the other day, nailing like 6 threes in a row, and I'm like, it's good when someone's really good at something. It's fun to watch.
And it's equal. I mean, she's a woman who can really hit 3-point shots as good as any. I mean, there's Steph Curry's her idol and the greatest of all time, but I think she could play in the NBA as a specialty 3-point shooter. No,
And you could get Rodman's still around, right? Throw him in a wig, put him out there. He'd be a good enforcer.
Rodman was probably the greatest rebounder in history because he studied it.
What
He
else?
knew it.
Him and Lambeer, right? They were both enforcers.
Well, that was Detroit. They fought that Pistons team with Isaiah Thomas. Yeah, they were the bad boys. They were kind of like you
Yeah.
and Schneider and Sandler and Farley. You were the bad boys of SNL. They were the bad
Right.
boys of the NBA.
Right. Let's try to get him, flush him out of the brush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's do another one.
Sure.
We're almost done, but
I'm warming up.
this crowd got their money's worth at like 12 minutes. Now this is all frosting. This is all gravy.
Yeah.
Okay, this.
Farmer. Okay.
Oh, this is just a story. It's kind of dumb, but it's about the
kept
environment.
finding illegally dumped tires on his land. So he became a detective and got some revenge. Around 25 times a year, Stuart Baldwin ran into this problem.
Good
People
old
were
Stuart.
using his land to illegally dump tires. He decided to
What
hide
if this
cameras
is your
around
farm,
his property,
Dana?
and the next time it happened,
Hell
he
to
posted
pay.
the footage online, asking
Lock
the
and load.
community to
This is
help
what you would
identify
do.
the culprit,
Oh,
which
yeah.
they did. At first, Stuart spoke to the man, who said it was an accident. So Stuart gave him a
25
deadline to come
times.
get the tires, but the guy never came by and began ignoring Stuart's calls. So Stuart got his friends, loaded up a trailer with all the tires, found the man's house, and unloaded all the
What a
tires in
burn.
Oh,
his yard.
perfect.
Isn't that funny? Look on the side. It says he got tired of it.
I like revenge.
I do too.
Yeah. Where do you put your tires? Extra tires?
I keep them over some at Heather's. I put him over at Sandler's. He's got a big yard.
Do you remember
I
when
keep
you would
saying
get a
Adam.
flat tire and have to change it? And could you? Or did you? I mean,
You would never believe this, but Scrappy Spade, this is why I'm a mess now. I was always walking on that goddamn 130-degree blacktop in Arizona,
sticky ass.
trying to change my alternator by myself, socket wrench, crescent wrench, everything. And so I would change it. I knew how to change a tire.
Mm-hmm.
This is no dad around. Now they have YouTube. I think it's very nice. They have a YouTube that says, like, do you have a dad? And they have a guy that just says, hey, I'll be your dad. And then he goes, you know how to shave? You don't want to ask anyone? Let me show you how to shave. And he goes through it for kids that are too embarrassed to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had the real thing. I'd plug it.
My dad was around, but he never showed us how to change a tire.
Come on.
So one
Dana.
day he just says, oh, Jesus Christ, you and your brother changed the tire. But he never said, here's how you do it. And then we do it.
Yeah.
So,
And he'd get mad at you if you didn't do it right, probably.
Yeah.
He'd get mad at you no matter what, right?
Oh, Jesus Christ, God. Oh, I can't talk to you because you're losers.
You two stupid kids can't do shit.
No, that was his claim. I can't talk politics with you because you don't know shit. That was a direct quote. And one time my friends were over. I was like 18 and I was I always had chores. I had the weed killer. I'm like, how do I get the top off this weed killer? And he came into the garage with my friends there and goes, oh, use your penis, you shithead.
What a rude.
I said, that's rude, Daddy. No, it was fine.
My dad, I'd go, how do I get this off? And then my mom's like, he left 4 years ago, remember? Who are you talking to? And I go,
oh.
And she goes, let's put the water wiggle on. I go, yay.
The water wiggle. You mean the slip and slide?
Yeah, you tie it on the hose and it's got a little face on it. It's like sprays you all over.
Slip and slide was great.
Slip and slide was a fucking hit.
Doughboy pool. Someone had a doughboy pool. That was for rich.
What is that?
Well, doughboy. It's like you inflate it and it's above ground, but it's kind of like a pool, but it's like 4 feet deep.
Oh, above ground pools?
Yeah, okay. Doughboys. Don't change
We
the
didn't
name
have
of
a
my
fancy
pool.
name for it, Meghan Markle, like you.
Meghan Markle.
All right, one more.
Is officially.
I've got a million things to do, Dana. 1 million.
I'm going to the store after that.
I'm going to Cincinnati. Not Columbus, though, this time.
You're flying
What is it,
today?
Heathers?
Okay.
Newark,
Cleveland.
Cleveland, and Newark.
Cincinnati.
And Cincy, where my mom's from. Okay, I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Bay Area
Out
woman.
tens of thousands of dollars after she says she sent money to a scammer who said he was celebrity Keanu Reeves. Diane Ringstaff said she was playing Words with Friends when somebody messaged her saying he was
Fucking
an
nerds
actor.
with
They started
friends.
chatting over the next 2 years. Diane said she saw Keanu's face during a few video chats, and then he sent her audio messages.
Good morning, my sunshine, Diane. As you said last night, I am sending this recording to let you know that
This does sound like
cherish you
Keanu.
and that I am loyal to you. You will
AI.
always be my queen. Have a great day today, Diane.
Well,
Love you.
if he said that to me, in
Your
fairness, I'd
loving
give him 10
Keanu.
grand.
Keanu said he needed tens of thousands of dollars in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for help with legal troubles.
Knowing what I know now and all the technology that's out there and fake voices and everything else, ding, ding, ding.
I
For a
love
deeper
that she
dive
went
of
on
the story,
camera.
be sure to download the Fox Local app.
Yeah, we will.
I love when someone learns.
Heather, download that app for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I love when they learn. After 4 years, by the way, Dana, you've probably had this. You don't look at your stuff, but people DM me, hey, for the last time, I've given you $7,000. Is this really you? I'm like, why are you suddenly going to my Instagram to the real guy to see if the fake guy, David Spade, is real? Like they finally go,
Yeah.
last chance. They're giving money. I go, I don't need money from you. If I need money, I won't go to you. I'll go to Bill Hader. I'll go to Bryan Cranston, my new friend. But I won't. I'll go to Dana.
I just go for me, and it happens over time. We all do it. Oh, it's scam. Even if it looks official, looks really good, like an email or a text, scam. Hi, honey. So I go, fuck you, and it's actually my wife. So that creates all kinds of problems. But
she goes, can I have $1 to go to the laundromat? And you go, this is a fucking scam.
this
I
is your
reported
last
you.
chance. They get you, If you pay now, you can always kind of read through the lines. Okay, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's
Mine
terrible.
when my fake David Spade gets money, first of all, he goes, "Hi, fan. I'm so excited to have you as fan.
Mm-hmm.
I love my fan so much. Do you want to go on a secret private chat with me?" Or it's like a fake Heather manager that goes, "Hi, fan. I run David Spade's private secret chat line. Would you come over?" And they're like, "Oh."
Mine are more blatant, maybe because of my age. Urgent message. You are 3,485 money in arrears to the Bank of Fatabata.
Arrears. When people ask me for money, oh, forget it. But anyway, it sounds rude. It sounds rude. I feel bad if people.
No,
I'm not making fun of them. I'm saying
scammers.
Don't fall for scammers.
Scammers, not actual charity.
You don't look at your DMs a lot because I have sent you some dick pics along the day. I mean, for your birthday.
Is that what DM means? I thought it was direct message. It's dick.
It's direct message, but then I can send you messages. Sometimes I send you messages, but I send them.
I don't know. I guess I'll get into social media. I'll start posting and stuff. I don't know. It feels.
Heather will give you classes. Come over here for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll start doing that. I'm really excited about it.
It's not too late to get in the game. Let's get you on TikTok. What's your snap?
Well, who isn't on it?
I mean, even stars, they say when they go for movie parts, they go, "How many TikTok followers do you have? We got to hire the person with the most." Because, when you see, even in Deadline, is the last thing I'll say about this.
Okay.
Deadline will say, "Oh, this movie opened this weekend with The Rock in it, 38 million Instagram followers, combined with Kevin Hart, 22 million, and he has 4 million on TikTok. And combined, they will give all those stats when a movie comes out, when a movie does well. They're like, this is how big of an audience they could reach. So weird.
Well, Ronaldo, he's the soccer player, right?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he at 700 million or 800 million followers?
I don't know if it's that much. I think he's the top, but
well, how much? That's a guy who's got 800 million. So what do you have?
Dana, don't start with John Holmes and ask me to pull my pants down.
Okay, good one. A full mic drop. But yeah, I'll do some stuff. I mean, I like trying to put funny.
I'll do some stuff. No, you would be good at it. I know it's.
I've done it.
Sort
I
of
go
an
through
extra
different
pain.
times when you start doing it, and then you're doing funny videos and stuff, and then you're like,
yeah.
And then if you stop for a while, then you're sort of like,
It's kind of fun to do and to
practice.
keep stuff out there. Of course, I'm so thirsty and embarrassing. I have a TikTok. All right. Well, that's a good show. I feel like that's a good wrap up. It was a great
everyone
birthday. It was
who heard it or saw it was really happy that they
smarter, happier.
It
was nice to see you. Nice to meet you. And
this is the
we'll
end
see
of
you
my
guys next week.
birthday.
Birthday week. Yeah.
Birthday weekend plus.
Yeah. Dana's birthday plus, like Disney.
Yeah. But it's behind me now.
Okay.
All right.
Say bye to everyone, Dana. Thanks, everybody. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.
Let's slide
Okay,
into
so
it.
I went on the road, Dana, and this is where everyone's riveted and glued to their podcast. Like, oh, weekend 4,000 of Spade telling some dumb road story. Yes, it is. Yeah, what if it is?
I love you on the road. I don't know if you love you on the road, but when I hear that you're on the road, it just lifts my day. I don't know why.
It's fun to hear from your chariot and your throne and your ranch, but when I'm out there grinding, so I go out there. I did a whole Ohio run. So it was 3 cities in Ohio. One I do not know of. It's called Newark. Had a hot little theater.
Nice airport.
It's kind of a, when it's a small town. It's not Newark where all the planes crashed. This is Newark, Ohio.
Newark, Ohio. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I was just playing Cleveland, Montana. So anyway, go ahead.
Exactly. That's what happened. I go, even people in Newark are going, are we in New Jersey or are we in Ohio? I don't understand what's going on.
I don't trust anything they say.
Yeah. Then I went to Dallas, Arizona. Joe keeps going.
Oh,
I like Cleveland, Montana better.
Cleveland, Montana, probably real.
You can't beat that one. So, by the way, I love this. When did this plant grow back behind you?
What? I'm a horticulturalist. I like nature.
I'm a horticulturalist.
I'm a horticulturalist.
I'm a horticulturalist.
Look, apparently having knickknacks and plants behind you when you do a podcast exponentially pleases the audience. They
blows up the audience.
I had no knickknacks. Now I've got that little special. Plus, I want everyone to guess what is in that fly on the wall thing email, and I won't move what's I put in there. And next week, if you win, you'll guess what is in that. I'll reveal it on the next Superfly.
Oh shit!
So email us
funny?
or comment on us and guess.
Yeah, I don't even know if there's any way to get a hold of us, but do it. And and YouTube maybe they can do it.
Yeah.
Also, the people, what they say is they watch the whole podcast and they don't mention one joke. They go, Dana's drawer has weird handles, and you go, that's all you got from this whole motherfucking thing?
Hey man, this is our core audience. These are people who love us. They see the details. The drawer handles are the biggest thing. Look, I don't understand what this new art form is, but I'll tell you one thing. This morning, I saw more short films done by Chat GBT or whatever, and it's getting weird. You really can make a film on your laptop now.
Why do they need us for anything, or are we sort of obsolete? We've got a full week left, I'm sure.
Well, what the skill set is learning how to talk to the robot. You prompt it. David Spade and Theo Vaughn are running away from an army of 10,000 people. And then you'll see it. You don't have to get the 10,000.
I mean, that's kind of fun to see that. Yeah. It's kind of fun to have the power to go Spade chased by Godzilla in Scottsdale.
Spade journeys to the center of the earth in a spaceship, or center of the universe in a spaceship. So anyway, it's just coming. I'm just saying.
Look out. They go, Spade goes to do a show in Ohio and doesn't bomb. And ChatBT goes, I can't come up with that. I can't do that.
Or something. I actually tried it this morning. Spade gets 5 standing ovations. And I waited 10 minutes for seeing you get the standing ovation. And then it just came up skull and crossbones. I don't know what that meant, but
the ChatGPT couldn't pull it off. They go, oh, Heather jumped in. She asked ChatGPT if Dana was in a gang because he's wearing it. Oh, they gave me comments. She asked, what does David Spade do? Or what did you say? Oh, what's his comedy about? Oh, he crunches leaves and walks in circles. That's good stuff. Positive stuff. Yeah.
I put it in. I said, is David Spade funny? And it just gave me an emoji like.
It gave you this guy?
I don't know.
I mean, some people say so. I don't get it.
Some people say.
ChatGPT, we don't get it in the robot. Here's what you have to learn if you're in ChatGPT. You got to learn how to say down robot, because they can get out of hand. I saw a girl look like a robot. I told Heather she had so much Botox, her forehead is a little round, and then she had painted on eyebrows. I go, look like something from iRobot, you know? We're starting to look all the same. It's all bad.
We're trying to say robot. Our goal is to say robot 100 times this episode. And we're halfway there. I'll take a win.
Hang on. We haven't done this yet, Dana.
Uh-oh.
One of my shows in Cleveland was right next to a clinic. Dana, guess what? I ordered you something else online.
Where is
the things I do for Dana? I don't have it yet, but Heather and I are ordering it because I saw some other doohickey. I go, oh yeah, we gotta have it for Dana.
Wait a minute. I am a minimalist, as you know. I don't have, or I don't want anything, but I really want that fucking thing because whoever invented that sound, was it the 20s or the 30s?
I know it worked still.
It's so perfect. And after you make love with someone, you put that on and says it all.
They go,
Womp,
you
womp.
said your wiener was going to go straight up. I go, yeah, I've said it before, but take a look. Camera pans down.
No wonder Debbie Downer was a hit.
So she goes like this.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, she had a funny. Now, Dana, I would get to how I stayed next to the Cleveland Clinic, and it was tubulated into my hotel with another hospital. So you could walk because it's cold, you know?
Right.
And what happened was it was like an ant farm, and all these sick people were just coming into my hotel because I was in between. So I'm like the nice hotel hospital bed, basically.
So the hotel on both sides, and a tube takes it through your hotel?
So a clinic, which is very well known, and then in like a hospital or a university.
Yeah, Cleveland Clinic. Yeah.
Right, very nice. And then they have tubes because it's so cold out. They're smart. Like the second floor, third floor, you walk around the city, you can sort of connect, which is such a great idea. We should do it in Arizona because it's so hot, but it's cold there. So you do that. So when I get on the third floor every day, I'm like, I don't know if this is a normal hotel. Everyone's pushing an IV. So I go, what's going on? They go, we got some spillage from the spillover. Yeah. So
Spillage.
yeah, because it's just, by the way, germ. And no offense, but germs obviously everywhere. And then doctors on there and everyone, and the doctor goes, I go, I know you, third floor. He goes, no, I'm going to 8. Actually, I have a patient here.
Well,
that's the last one.
No, there's 2 reasons it's funny. One is it's funny. It's a funny sound. The second reason is how much joy you get by doing it. So there's 2 lanes of funny.
Joyous.
So the fact how happy you are, I don't ever want you to stop until you're not happy making that sound.
I know. And it makes you sort of happy adjacent to watch me try to milk bits out of this thing.
Right. Well, that's, that's the last thing you want after you come out of surgery is that sound. Now hit it. How'd it go, doc?
Ready?
How'd it go, doctor?
They go like this. Here's the last thing you see. You go, Dana, you're about to go under. You're going to count to 10. And then you say, okay, I'm a little nervous. They go, you shouldn't be. We've done sex change surgeries before. Wait, I'm going under. Oh. Dana, by the way, you look a little loopy today, and you want to say why to our viewers?
Yeah, I had a little minimally invasive surgery for a hernia. Yeah.
And they went through your head? Look at this hat he's got on.
I haven't been able to
Oh, yeah, you can't.
For 3 days, and I had a really cool Pendleton cowboy hat that got lost. I was going to wear that.
And that would have been great.
I'd look like Christian Bale in 310 to Yuma. Look it up. So then at the last second, this was on top of the dryer. So yeah, I had a pain, and these glasses. So I had a pain pill, whatever that is. So I'm a little loopy.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I don't cancel. It's only been 36 hours since I. But yeah, they stitch you up. They go down the ding. And, everyone's like, oh, I had it. I felt nothing. Well, guess what? I felt something,
Yeah. I think I was the only one that was brave enough to say it is. Mine was a double, which whatever that means is just a little more tricky. We have the same doctor, which is funny.
Right.
Mine was bad, Dana, because when I did it, the doctor said, oh, it's outpatient or whatever.
Right.
And I woke up and I go, I'm not going anywhere. My brother come out. And he carried me, put me in a wheelchair. I was like, because your like muscles are cut. So I was like, oh, fuck. He carried me like a baby, like the bodyguard.
A little baby.
And at insult to injury, my dipshit neighbor dug in his front yard and cut out all the power lines. So I got home and I couldn't get in the gate. It sounds like Rich problem is a gate. And then so my brother had to bump the gate, open his back, carry me all the way into the house, which was pitch black. No electricity. So he terrifyingly puts me in the bed. And I'm just like this. I can't get up if there's a fire, if there's a problem. I'm like, this is so scary. And I'm on my pain pills, which I don't like taking for any real reason. I just want to take them for fun. And so I'm laying there and then I've got a catheter jammed up the wazoo. It's up to my ribs. I think they
I
went in too
turned
deep
down
with
the
that.
catheter. I said, "Yeah, I'm cool."
Oh,
I'm cool.
Dana.
Yeah, it's optional. You could have just said, "Mm-mm."
No, because I didn't want to get up and pee. I couldn't stand up. My brother the next day had to pick me up and just swing me around just for fun. I don't know why I asked that.
How big is your brother? Was this a cyclops?
What a job. He's like, I came out here to take care of you. I don't want to do literally everything. And I'm like, can you check my catheter? It feels a little loose. He's like, I'm sorry, what?
We had the same surgeon who's great. He's world renowned. But, I get in there and they're kind of like, well, he's got a special case right now. So he had an extra large person. And it took like 3 to 4 hours. So I waited. And then when he came in, I said, are you all right, dude? Do you need a snack or something? Because he looked
He's wiped out.
He looked,
oh, your stomach hurts when you laugh.
Yes.
Dana.
Not my stomach. It's the groin area.
Groinial.
I'll be fine. The guy did a great job. Brilliant surgeon. Super nice guy. And, what are you going to do? I just think you should manage your expectations. He asked me before I went, are you nervous? I go, surprisingly, no. And he goes, you should be a little nervous.
Jesus. He goes, I'm nervous as shit.
Yeah.
But he said, I just did this huge, I don't want to say fat guy, but like monstrously humongous fat guy. And he goes, I'm wiped out. But I say we just get this one, knock it out. Then we can all go to lunch. And you're like, yeah, let's just buzz through this one quickly.
Well, they always say it's a chip shot in golf, like meaning that it's easy, but chip shots are not very easy. So I don't know where that came from, but he did a great job. And I just will be glad when I don't feel pain getting up and moving around. But I'm fine as long as don't make me laugh or I'll be in pain. So now you have a challenge.
Well, I won't do it. Believe me, you're in no danger. I when I was in there, they go, it's the third day. We think we're going to get your catheter out. I didn't want to look. It's so crazy that even happens because it goes into your wiener. Do you know what that is medically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like a number 2 pencil. It's way too big to be in there. So goes in there and then she goes like this. They just pull it out, right? And what happens is the way it stays in, just to sicken everyone, you might want to pull over, is at the end, it's got a little, like a balloon, so it stays in, doesn't slide out. So one time they forgot to deflate that part and started yanking. I go, I can't hear it.
Well, you're making me laugh again. That is hilarious.
It's hilariously horrifying.
That is so funny.
But other than that, I think I'm glad you're okay. You were very tough.
This is the loopiest I've been on the podcast, even more than when I had dental work right before I came over and did the podcast.
Right. And also, you're being tough because you look a bit of a gangbanger today, which is kind of cool. And tough guy with the plan.
I'll just announce it. I mean, this is my new look. I mean, there's no logical reason for me to look anything other than what I look like now. Because I can see it and go, well, if you can look this cool and this badass, why would you look wimpy? I mean,
I'm picturing it like it's just black hair and it looks funnier. Like that's just your black hair grown in.
I'm doing an edge. I'm doing edge with Bono and Edge. Yeah.
Oh, this is the Edge. That's right.
Oh, it looks like hair. Okay.
It looks like hair. I picture it looking like hair, and it's funnier to me.
Right. That's good.
Like
I'm happy for you. One thing. Do you have more road stories besides the hospital one?
No, there's no real. That's not even a real story. But yes, that's it for the road. What else you got? Dana, I'm a little bit of a spendy Susie. If you know what I mean.
A boozy Susie and a spendy Susie.
Yeah, I'm more of a boozy Susie, but yeah,
you are a spendy spender. Yeah,
and a lot of our listeners are nice enough to write in and say you look like you drank a lot and slept on your face, but that's just constructive criticism.
Well, it's very concise. And you don't really drink very much, I'll tell the fans. But
just puffy. This is where Klarna comes in. Klarna is your everyday smarter spending partner, which is what a lot of people need. A lot of my friends definitely need it.
Mhm.
It allows you to make smarter decisions with your money.
Mhm.
And it's sometimes good to have a partner like that.
And I'll say it again. Klarna, which I assume is Swedish. Klarna is your smarter everyday spending partner.
Shoppers can use Klarna's Pay in 4 product to split their purchase into 4 interest-free payments.
That's right. Here's some key takeaways. Listen up, brother. Klarna offers a Pay in 4 product where you don't have to pay interest. I think that's a good thing.
You can pay with Klarna at merchant checkout, in the Klarna app, or with the Klarna card.
You can also compare prices at your favorite stores and earn cash back when you shop in the app.
They're making it effortless for in-app shoppers to get more value from every purchase. So choose Klarna at your favorite retailers or shop now at Klarna.com. CA resident loans made or arranged pursuant to a California finance law license. NMLS number 1353190.
Klarna, balance account required. Klarna may get a commission. Limitations, terms, and conditions apply.
They do.
I'm just going to say it. It's a Klarna summer. The thing that made me, I don't know, it's sort of weird that, you see these there's driverless cars, Waymos, right? And they're all over LA. And then eventually, and then you see the little cars, see the Waymos, and they're kind of cute. And you do extrapolate into rooting for the Waymo. There's no driver, but it's an AI, but you sort of watch it. Oh, I hope it makes the right turn. So during the local festivities in downtown LA, people who were protesting decided to call the little robot Waymo to come pick them up, and then they would explode it or burn it up. So the Waymo, actually, they've installed a little AI voice like,
Yes, sir, right away, downtown LA. See you in 19 minutes. Oh, there you are. I'll pick you up. What the fuck? You're going to explode me? Oh, my fucking God.
that's horrible. So
is that a bottle of booze? Oh, it's gas inside. Why is there a rag on top? Wow, what did I do to you?
Please don't explode me. I don't want to be exploded.
So anyway, I just felt like that was kind of a nasty thing to do. But
I don't know if the riots were anti-Waymo. I don't know what was going on.
I don't know what they would. Please don't deport me. But then they had Mexican flags they were waving. You'd think, like, where do you want to go? What? I mean,
I know. I think the message is a little confusing. I get the message of if people have jobs and they're doing and they're contributing. I didn't think that's what this was all about, but that is the message, I think, and it's getting blurry when it gets more riotous. And there's professional rioters that definitely come into this, and they are here to shake shit up and cause trouble. And when it gets like that, it gets away from the original intent, and then it just turns into chaos. And then it's looting, and it's all these problems, and then no one even knows what's going on. And they bring in the National Guard to ideally just make people go, hey, just stop. We got to just stop what we're doing and just figure this out instead of it's getting worse. You don't want it to get worse. And back in 2020, we can't burn down the city again. It's just too much. It's too much, hurts too many businesses, hurts everyone. And they got the Olympics coming and they got World Cup. And so, I feel like, first of all, I saw it. I thought it was a rerun. Second of all, I was like, I've got a great solution, Dan, and you're going to love this.
All right, here we go.
We send in Bonnie Blue. Do you know Bonnie Blue? And Heather likes this idea. She's the one that had sex with 1,000 people. She could try to have sex with all the people at the protest. Then it turns into a fun thing.
Right. And it still can get its message across.
Yeah. It gets a little watered down with Bonnie Blue, but she brings joy because her next thing she's doing is I don't know if Heather heard this one. This isn't putting women, it's not projecting them forward. It might be inching them back because she is going to go in a glass cage and let 24 hours, whoever wants to come in, do whatever they want to.
This was already done, experiment.
Oh.
And it got very, very violent.
I do remember one girl just stood there and said, do what you want to me.
They started very minimal.
And then they slapped her and they punched her and then
there was blood at the end and strangulation and everything.
I think she's just going pure, have sex with me. I mean, it's sort of whatever you want, but I don't think she's there to play cricket.
Yeah.
It might be a little different. This woman had all sorts of tools laid out. She might not be
Oh, tools.
To either have sexual interaction
Or to hurt her.
or hurt physical. They can do whatever.
It's that was like an art piece. This one's a little less arty in my mind.
Yeah.
A little lower on the art scale and more on the horn dog boner scale.
That's a bit of a stretch. Human beings, whatever they can think of, eventually they'll do. So someone thought of that. Hey, how about I do 10 men? And then an hour later, all right, I got you. I'm going for 1,000. By the way, I have to say, living in California and over the years, having people from south of the border, from different countries, working for us and with us, very hardworking, patriotic people. So I don't want those people bothered at all. So just wanted to go on record. They pay taxes.
Of course, I think the idea is part of the people think that everyone comes over the border is horrible, and part think that everyone is great. I think there's a huge percentage that come over to have a better life, and then there's some that play our system because we clowned it up and just opened it. And so if you open it, other countries say, hey, if I'm a bad guy, this is our chance to get in and get settled. And now I can cause trouble if that's what I want to do. But there's a ton of great people here, and
it's a messy thing. But yeah, you want the criminals to kind of not hang out.
Well, I don't. Yeah, we want to get rid of people, and then you don't know why they're down. Like if they're going in to get someone that, like if you told me someone I knew was also a trafficker, I wouldn't know that, but they might know more than we do, so they might have a reason. But I don't know. I don't like that they're just grabbing regular people, of course, because people are here working for 10 years and they're trying to do it right, and it's getting muddied by the people that do it wrong, and it's just a big mess. This Bonnie Blue thing might not fix it, and then if not, I'm out of ideas.
Well, hold that thought. I mean, I'm not gonna shit on the Bonnie Blue concept. I'm not gonna.
You're not going away from that just yet. You're not going to throw it away.
I'm not gonna punt if football on that. It's just,
that's our best option right now. But and if there's a better one, I'll take it. But right now, that's the placeholder.
I live in a sanctuary county. I think LA is a sanctuary city. It's a sanctuary state, basically. So, but anyway, it's messy. I don't want anyone to get hurt, and I just want us all to live in peace and harmony. I'm from the 60s. I'm an old hippie, basically. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I just don't want the looting, the fires, the burning. It just doesn't help anyone. And it's a lot of nice people down there that have little businesses. You're like, just let them be. They don't want to be a part of this. No one does.
No. And again, just in the macro, if you think of the United States government and the California government, the local government, you want them to take care of the national parks, make sure they tax and help people and do all that. But I have two things I want from the government. The first thing is to protect me from enemies outside of the U.S. And the other thing is to protect me from criminals in my neighborhood. So those are the two, number one and number two things I want. So law and order downtown just creates more jobs, more businesses. And I'm running against Karen Bass. I should announce that. Once I get off these pain pills, I'll start the campaign.
They asked Joe Exotic what he thought of her, and he goes, "Karen Bass, you bitch." Sounds like that's the whole thing. Carol Baskin, it sounds like it.
And the reaction to that, no, you were going to play him, and now you do the best impression of him.
Now I just do an impression of him. That's like the only one I got left. Okay, other than that, the World Cup. But what they will do is, I don't like the skim job of when Gavin Newsom had, the leader of China come to San Francisco. He cleaned up all the homelessness and everything and all the drug people for 1 week till the guy came, and then he let it go to shit. It's like, why don't you just fix it for people in San Francisco? Don't fix it for someone. So when the Olympics come, he's just making more of a problem. They're going to have to clean up downtown and graffiti. They want it to look pristine, right?
Well,
or move the Olympics.
The Olympics are funny because every city that hosts the Olympics tries to go all out, paint everything perfect, get rid of the weirdos, and just make it it's a big
poop in the river
PR stunt. But
they tried to in France. They tried to hide the poop in the river. Remember, they all threw it in the river.
Or they threw it in the river and thought it would flow through and no one would notice. And the swimmers went in and went, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, exactly.
I know.
Okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
They should do the Olympics in the San Francisco Bay Area because it's too fucking hot in LA in August. And the Bay Area has a much more temperate climate. It has all the facilities. I'm just saying there's Stanford University for the track and field,
Ooh.
swimming. Yeah, it's got redwood trees. It's a much better climate. But LA, I don't know. I wish them all the best. But they got to clean it up.
Well, let's get to the stories. That was a big story in LA this week because everyone's talking about it. But everyone's waiting to hear what's our take.
It's kind of ongoing. I mean, the latest thing, which I thought was kind of funny title, was anti-king or not a king. We don't want a king.
Oh yeah,
like Trump.
That's Saturday.
Yeah, I thought it was just sort of funny. The way Trump is, he'll dress up as a king with a crown and come out.
Oh, yeah. Well, I was thinking, did he do something like that? Or they're just saying in general he feels because he's bringing tanks out to
whatever they think he's doing, they think it's too much. So
I think those are going to be in every city, though. So look out Saturday.
Right? Look out Saturday. Mm-hmm. Don't go to Burger King.
You might want to stay in. Okay, let's play a story of one of our stupid stories, and we'll comment on it, which we all find out at the end of the show. We're all AI or something.
Let's see.
We're tricked every show.
I'm going to be honest this time with my response. I'm not going to be joking
around.
All
right.
I'll let you know. All right, go.
Okay, ready. Whenever we're ready. By the way, you like this color on me, Dana? It's called maroon, I think.
It matches perfectly with everything in there, but that one sign behind you is pretty bright. The silver one. Mm-hmm.
This one, the YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would never do the weather. Yeah, that one we're going to switch out. Okay, Dana, there's a term you might not hear a lot called ED.
Phone home.
Close. ED. Get harder. Yeah, this is Hims is you know what Hims is?
Hims,
one of our sponsors.
Absolutely. Sexual
Hims
health.
absolutely helps you get confidence back.
Mm-hmm.
ED is out there and it's very prevalent. Mm-hmm. People don't talk about it. We do. We're not afraid.
We're not afraid to go into personal areas and help our audience with
this has
their problems.
Treatments that get things going and go longer. And
I mean, if you're feeling a little stalled out in the bedroom, through Hims, I'm just saying, David, you can get some of the gas back in the tank, if you know what I mean.
I do, yeah.
And guess what? It's personalized ED treatment options that are accessible without ever stepping foot into a doctor's office. Get it? Got it?
Yeah. Listen, Hims is just changing men's health care because they get access to affordable sexual health treatments from your couch. You have to go into the doctor.
That's right. Hims provides access to a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments like chewable tablets.
Chewable. That's what you want.
Viagra, Cialis, and their generics for up to 95% less.
It's funny because sometimes you're out making out in the car. It's not your fault. And then down there, it's going like this. Are we doing this? Are we doing this?
Mm-hmm.
And then things start to happen. And then like, oh, we're driving again. Oh, we're at the door making out. We doing this? Oh, no. So sometimes it's not your fault. Like it's just a matter of reps. Like, and then when you really want things to happen, it's like, give me a second. Relax.
You want your sex life to sound like this. You don't want it to sound like this.
Exactly what I was thinking. Listen, there's no doctor visit. You just fill out a form. Medical provider will determine the right treatment option. If they prescribe it, it goes right to you.
Process is 100% online. So there's no need for the uncomfortable doctor visits. Like, let's take a look and see what's going on. None of that. No insurance needed. Like you said, one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/superfly. That's HIMS.com/superfly for your personalized ED treatment options. HIMS.com/superfly. The featured products include compounded products which are not approved nor verified for safety, effectiveness, or quality by the FDA. Prescription required. See a website for details, restrictions, and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Well, if Diddy's
Too
off, what do you
much.
think of Diddy as a host?
I think, can Diddy get off? He might, right?
If Diddy gets off, they're really circling this trafficking because they're saying if you flew a girl to Vegas and gave her $1,000 spending money and then had sex with her, that could be sex trafficking because you brought someone over state lines, gave them money to have sex. So that's a small version of it, which has been done every day since the beginning of time. But the actual stuff he's doing is basically, it's going to be one of those lawyer things, Dana, where he goes, listen, do I want to go bowling with Diddy? No. Is he a gross pig? Yes. Does he do all these horrible things? Not a great guy. Is he on trial for being a great guy? No, because he'd lose. But is he a sex trafficker? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're missing. This is what we're judging him on, not all this. This is all noise. It's gross noise.
I know.
It's pretty rough and tumble over there in the old Diddy household.
I know. I'll bet that guy already has his closing statement. He's just going to go, P. Diddy, a shitty guy, but nothing, didn't do anything illegal. Boom.
Yeah. He goes like this. In closing, I like to say, P. Shitty over here. I call him that. You should too. He's a fucking asshole. This guy, gross. What he's doing makes me cringe. Is he a sex trafficker?
This guy is crude. He's rude. He's obnoxious. He's
lewd.
He's lewd. He's a sex fiend. He has too much money. No one really knows what he does. But is he a sex trafficker? No.
We gotta let him walk out. He's got a table tonight at a club.
He'll go out.
If he gets off, he's gonna be the king of the world. He'll be like, everyone will be like, easy. There's definitely people that will treat him like a hero. Of course, like, oh man, you beat him. He won't miss a step.
Yeah, and the guy who's going to give the closing statement is.
I like you. Still talk like the lawyer. You go, yeah,
yeah.
Who is the guy giving the closing statement?
Mr. Bill Cosby. You see, the ladies like the baby oil all the time, and P. Diddy just did the baby oil dismissed. I haven't done Cosby in 2 years, so I'm a little.
I know that's a pretty good one. Cosby was the mentor.
Is he a jerk? Is he this? Is he that? Is he a criminal? Nope. Dismissed.
Not a great guy.
David, give us a topic and I'll riff on it and then you tag me. This is not planned.
Okay. There is a
what?
We're not going to do this one. It's too controversial. There's a How to Train Your Dragon sequel.
Why is
it's
that?
live action? It's not. God, I had a good one though. I'm looking at Yahoo News. Yahoo. Okay, I'll set you up with this one. No. Oh, Brad Pitt asked if he'd work with Tom Cruise again, and he gave one stipulation. I can't click on it though. God dang it! What do you think it is?
They'd have to do the vampire movie again.
Oh, I know what we can talk about. Heather's Precious, Sydney Sweeney's soap. No, it's bathwater. Sydney Sweeney.
Is she selling beauty products?
She's selling some of her bathwater that they're going to put in soap that guys can whack off to or something. It's soap with a hole in it, I heard. That part is the best hook of all.
So
Dana's like, this is the crumbling of America.
So, and I don't want to think that Sweeney is selling male sex toys, basically.
Yeah. You know what? Now that you position it like that, yes.
Is she publicly traded? Can I buy her as a stock? Because that thing's going to go fucking ballistic.
Yeah, her ex, during the movie with Glenn Powell, they did that fake romance.
Right.
I don't know if you remember this. It might be a little out of your orbit, but
I know about that. Mm-hmm.
The girlfriend just finally said that she was very miffed by the whole situation, which she should be. I have to take her side that she was flying out to Australia, and he said, you know what? She said, like, Kamala, don't come. Don't come. Because he says, this is where he got a little rude. the producers and I talked. We don't think you should fly out here because it would hurt the fake romance there that he's cheating. And she was like, that's when I decided I should go. By the way, if you're telling a female, oh, me and my producers decided, why would they have anything to do with,
I don't know. I haven't had that experience, but it must be odd if your significant other, your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, and is just doing basically softcore porn on a movie set all day. It just must be odd. I mean, you'd like to go there and look, right?
And off camera. Yeah, she wanted to come check in on those because she heard rumors and she buzzed out. She was going to buzz out there and they said, don't buzz. And so, but I met Glenn Powell recently. I thought he was a super cool guy. I'm a guy. I'm from a different world. Like I'm not in this thing with her. So, but she did make sense to me. Like I would get the offensiveness of, you should tell me this is all fake. And you should tell me that you wouldn't cheat. And she goes, he wouldn't say that.
I know, but if you do that too much, it seems like the opposite is true. Honest, baby, I'm telling you, man, nothing's going on. I think she's ugly, kind of thing.
Yeah. You go, Sydney Sweeney, that gross. Are you joking?
Is this
Are you joking?
Are we on some kind of camera show? Is this
a joke show?
Is this a prank show? The idea that I would be attracted to Sydney
or turned on,
or somehow because we're naked under sheets for hours filming that it would mean anything. Are you out of your mind, darling?
That's good. It's always gaslight. What's going on? Oh, something happened on my computer. So that's Sydney Sweeney. And I get why the girlfriend Gigi got a little sideways. It's not my business. That's never kept me out of anything. It's not my business.
I think it's only human and natural for her to kind of go, whoa,
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, Sydney Sweeney's a monstrous star and Glenn Powell's a huge star. It just, any relationship, it's a tough ride when people are blowing up.
When he's a male leading man, she's a leading woman, and they do a lot of sex scenes in their films.
It's really, and she's gorgeous. It's like three good looking people. So I'm sure they'll all land on their feet. Okay, here's the next story. And then we're going to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
But I got one that'll affect you because someone sent me this and I did see this story. Mike Myers involved in the Diddy trial. Did you hear that? They said
I've heard, a lot of these things.
What is it? Is the idea that his parents, because I think their parents were British, Mike's parents?
From Liverpool.
Okay, right.
Like
so
the Beatles. Yeah.
They might be. What is the thing? Is that his parents had jobs in something over there, so they're trying to find a link?
You know what? I should text him and find out.
We should find out and clear it up.
Because I didn't even want to bring it up. I thought it was one of those silly things. The initial thing that I saw was a picture of him as Austin Powers, and he's looking at himself as Dr. Evil, has his pants down. You see his butt, and on Dr. Evil's butt is a tattoo of P. Diddy.
Is that true? Is that in the movie?
I only, this is,
it could be fake. It could be in
fake.
the movie as a joke.
But
yeah. Well, I don't think there's anything nefarious going on.
And then there was rumors that Mike took a tour of the CIA facilities. I just assume everything's fake until I hear otherwise.
Or there's also a reason. I mean, curiosity. It could be anything. You don't know. And but we should ask him. We can clear it up for him. Or he can come on. He's a friend of the show. It's
Wayne. I was, I'm Garth. He's Wayne. I've always got his back.
Yeah, it's fucking Garth and Wayne.
Garth always vouches for his friend. By the way, I just didn't want people to go without seeing my movie poster. Tell me, is it too...
The Godzilla? Oh, you tilted down. You're smart. I think it's cool. It may just get a little more in evidence. So maybe on that door or maybe right behind the plant or something.
Yeah,
maybe up on the wall instead of... I like it.
Do you?
Do you?
Do you really?
Do.
Just trying to do something colorful because, I had the white wall and apparently people... Is he from a low low crime facility or something.
Is he chained to a radiator and
I mean, I move around too, so
double tree in? Yeah. Well, I think you gave it 120% today, Dana, and everyone's applauding you. You got 1 million birthday messages on YouTube last week. They were very nice. People like you.
That's
God
nice.
knows why.
Yeah, I don't really. I should have checked them, but I don't know. I like to have a little fun at one point every day, even if it's watching the basketball game with an ice cold beer or whatever.
You're going to watch tonight, Friday, the Pacers. I don't have to wink on that one. The Pacers are playing tonight. I saw the game.
Yeah.
The other night.
Right. The other night. Yeah. That was, it's turning into a really, really exciting series.
It's a bit of a battle royale. I think it's what everybody wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. No one's walking over anybody else. So
yeah.
It's fun.
What about the shot? Who was on the side of the court to prove that you saw it? Caitlin Clark was sitting with who? Go.
Caitlin Clark was sitting with other WNBA people, or
yep.
Angel Reese. I don't know. Was she with a celebrity?
No, I think it was 2 other players. I thought you knew. I think one.
One was Reggie Miller was in the stands when they were playing in Indianapolis.
Right.
Yeah.
She was with 2 other gals from the WNBA, but I don't know.
And you didn't even know who she was sitting with. It. You asked me.
I asked you as a trick, so you'd answer.
You didn't know the answer, but I got it right. 2 other WNBA stars.
Yeah, maybe Sabrina. I don't know. It's not really that riveting, but I just was curious. And it was fun to see them out at a regular NBA game.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's great. The WNBA and whoever you want to give credit to is on the map. Its ratings are going up exponentially. So let's
love to see Caitlin Clark. She's great. Is she playing again? That's the last question. Then I'll let everyone go.
I think she had a little injury or something, but she started out. I mean, yeah, she's setting records all the time.
Meanwhile, look at you, hernia, back here, busting your ass on this podcast.
I'll come back better and stronger. It just happens. But I had such strong abs.
Yes.
That the guy did it a different way. He said, "Oh no,
he didn't break a scalpel, did he?"
No, but you can do a mesh, like put a little mesh on it, or you can just go with the actual tissue if it's really strong.
Yeah. With me, they said, because it's so dainty down there. And I go, what does that mean? They goes, no, it's just because you're so gushy and smushy.
Well, I shouldn't even be saying this, but he knows we're friends and everything. And he said, look, I shouldn't have done this, but it's organic. It probably was absorbed. But when I did David's surgery, I put a little dandelion in there.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. I go, you put a dandelion in there? He goes, yeah.
That's funny. Dandelion.
And I said, he named his special that. You can see it on Amazon Prime. And he goes, really? On Amazon Prime right now it's playing? Yes. Yeah. Dandelion, David Spade. Live.
And then he said, Dana, I'm going to give you a hint for your next special. You might want to call it Sponge. Because he left one in you. And Scalpel. You left a scalpel in there? He goes, I'm forgetful.
Yes, he left an inflatable raft when I had a minor foot thing.
There's probably a kink with some doctor where he leaves something small in some. That's a sickening thing, but I guarantee you it's real. I guarantee.
Yeah, definitely. Or writing things on different organs and stuff.
Yeah, I hate it. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, thanks for. I appreciate that I'm puking everyone out in the last 5 seconds.
Well, I didn't know what to do with my hands. Normally, I'm holding it, and I finally got a thing like this. So
I know you got a microphone.
So I was going like this. I was going like this. I went like this. I mean, I should really be at a comedic stance of some kind.
Yeah, it's weird because if no one notices, I have a mic stand, and Dana always holds it like a comedian. But at a certain point, he decided to grow up.
Well, I had one of these things attached to the table and it broke, and I'm kind of scattered. I didn't fix it, so I just held it for 2 years.
Yeah, you're like, Pa, Ma, Little House on the Prairie. All right, Dana, if that wasn't the end, I think people realize this is the end now. This is like the movie credits.
Yeah, this is like The Doors. This is the end.
This is the people. You're still here. You're still watching.
You're still
It's over.
watching. You're still listening. You're still driving. I want to thank you once again. For the next Superfly, I'm going to do something that I've never done before. But in the comments section on YouTube, try to guess what I've placed in that little
I'm going to guess too.
leather thing. And if you guess it, we're going to get some kind of something good's going to happen to you.
That's it?
Well, do you want to announce a prize?
Could you send it to him, or is it too much?
Send whatever's in there?
Yeah.
Is that like a hint or a clue?
No, we could send it to them as a winner. We could say you win it.
Oh, I see.
Is it possible?
I mean, we could send them the bag, but then I wouldn't.
No, we send them what was in it.
What's in it?
Guess it.
It is possible they could send it.
Okay, so maybe we'll do that, of course.
But how do we know if they're going to want it?
They won't want it. They might. Okay, we'll figure it out. We're going to
figure it out. We're trying to create mystery on the show. So.
Yeah, it's so much mystery. People are like fucking freaking out. Okay, I'm going to go. And Dana, it was nice meeting you. And we're going to have a great time. So take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. I'll check on you later.
Yes, sir.
This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh. All right, welcome to the show, Dana Carvey. Look at this guy.
Daniel Spade.
We're a little tighter on you and your plant today.
I move things around. I like to keep people guessing.
Everyone's guessing. Oh, wait, everyone guessed what's in the...
I know.
Well, we'll get to that. Okay.
It just sits there.
We have an
There's
announcement.
something in there. And I think as we go forward, I'll keep this going and something will be in there. And whoever guesses it will at least give you a shout out. And maybe have you...
That's all they get.
Well, no, maybe have you make a video and promote your own podcast, because everyone has one, David.
Yeah. Well, we have an announcement today. Speaking with such a good transition, we have this is our last Superfly. Not because it's not really stopping. We're reinventing it. So we are going to go to one podcast twice a week, and they're both called. It's all going to be Fly on the Wall. So we're going to go on video now. That's the big trick. So we're going to be some tweaks to it, little reimagining, pretty much the same, but very exciting. Dana was freaking out all weekend, excited, popping a stitch. I was excited.
I'm afraid of change. I don't like any kind of change. Yeah, so when you're telling me, so it's two Fly on the Walls, one of us doing our numbskull stuff, usually without a guest, the other one with a guest and a little more stuff. And one's on Monday and one's on Thursday with the guest.
Yeah. So next week, we will start with a show on Thursday. Monday, we drop a trailer. It will explain everything. So tune into that. Be freaking riveted to that. Play it over and over until you get it. And then Thursday will be a new episode. And then the following Monday, it'll go like that. So the regular Wednesday, Fridays are different. So please adjust your life accordingly.
Yes. And if you're listening to us right now, it's Friday. And so have a good weekend.
Yeah, exactly. It is. Yeah. So we'll get into some stupid stuff over the weekend. You've got a funny thing. Mine's boring. So maybe we'll start with your funny one.
Well, I just, I haven't really done Trump lately as a rhythmic character. And I saw him, he's out there a lot of times. He's on the grass with these construction workers who are putting up a new flagpole. You're beautiful. You're tremendous. And then there's reporters there. So he's mentioning Jerome Powell for you intellectuals. He's the head of the Federal Reserve, and he can decide what our interest rates are. And Trump wants them low. And Jerome is staying, Mr. Powell is staying where he is. So, and Trump's like, I've tried everything I can to get him to lower it. Everybody's lower. Europe is lower. And I could be nice. I was nice. I can be nasty. I can be a little girl if you want. I can be a tiger, a bear, an introvert, an extrovert. I can be a schoolgirl dancer. I could be whatever you need, whatever you want. I could be nasty, then nice, and then a little more nasty. And I'm not really exaggerating. That's literally what I could be. I could be a circus clown. I could be an acrobat. I could be an astronaut, but I could be nice and nasty. And God, now that I have
Yeah.
a microphone, I don't have to hold it.
Oh,
It'll be
yeah,
nice
move your
and nasty.
hands.
I didn't even know. I was still
Yeah.
trapped in this guy. Hey.
No,
But
you got
anyway,
your
that
hands.
made
I
me
saw
laugh.
this clip. It's exactly like that because he's trying to say,
Yeah.
I offered to have dinner with him, and that was nice. Then he goes, but I can also be tough, but I can be whatever you want. And then he went on. He just went on and on. And
He
it was
kept on and
exactly,
on.
yeah, I can be a raccoon and I can steal your garbage.
Yeah.
He does that. He says everything.
We can meet in the Bahamas. We can meet in Alaska. It doesn't matter to me. We can go to McDonald's or we can go to a 5-star restaurant. I can be a beast. I can be a little girl, a shy little girl.
We can sit on a teeter-totter.
What if
that's what you want, you decide.
Starts doing character. I could be a little girl. Maybe
Yeah.
Trump gets a new rhythm. I could be nice.
I'll come there in a ballerina outfit, whatever you want. I'll do a little pirouette. We'll do a curtsy.
And
If
I
that's
still
what you
can't
want, just say
it. I still can't get used to when reporters ask him a question, and then he
Mm-hmm.
admonishes them for. This woman said, "What's going to happen in Iran?" He's like, "I'm going to tell you. Like, I'm going to tell you, right? I'm going to tell you right now." And he's looking at the construction workers. I'm going to tell you now. I don't think so. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you a thing. And I just wonder what the reporter's doing that entire time.
They go like
okay, we got it after 2 seconds. No comment. What they used to say.
You can whisper it to me. I won't tell anyone.
Barack Obama would go, no comment. W go, no comment. Trump goes, why would I tell you? I'm not going to tell you. I know the answer. It's in here. It's in a very large brain where I keep it.
You're going to use it on your crummy station, which I hate. Yeah.
Fake news. Fake news.
Fake news, bad reporting.
So I'd done Trump in a while, but he was made me laugh.
No, I did see that. I thought he was funny.
Yeah.
You know what he says when he does a joke now? He goes like this.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got a new one, dude.
You got a new one?
Woo,
Where do you get
yeah.
those? I need a
I
toy.
just see him and I buy him and I go, this is for Dana. Superfly. We rating Spike. They tape the people listening and then it goes like this. Spike, spike, spike.
If this is technically our last Superfly,
It's not really, but go ahead.
then maybe we will get 10 million downloads.
We've
Just
gotten
saying.
close to that.
I'm just saying.
Not super close, but close.
Mhm.
Okay, so I have a trivia for you. You know,
Okay.
as you're always asking me,
I am.
was I in Hotel Transylvania? That was a animated
Yes.
movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very cute, funny movie. I
Mhm.
played the Invisible Man, but obviously it's about Dracula. Sandler played Dracula. Selena Gomez is
the
Mavis.
Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Mummy.
I
There's
was
all these
in
people.
too.
Play.
I was in it.
Oh, you were? What did you do?
I did a voice, but my voice, I didn't think I did a character. I think I was just says, hey guys, how you doing? I don't remember the part that I did, but I know I was in the booth
Okay.
doing Trans 2.
Yeah. Interesting title.
What are you, anti-Transylvania?
No, I love it. I think it's so
I
great.
just shorten it up.
Yeah, the Mummy. We don't know what the Mummy is. Okay,
Yeah.
so so the trivia was we've done 4. Maybe we'll do 5. I hope we do another one. There's some whispers. It would be fun.
Well,
I
they'll
think
do
they do a
another
good
one.
job with them. So if they do well, why not? That seems like all they do is remakes anyway.
Cartoons.
So so I saw Miley mention this, that Miley Cyrus was the lead girl in it, not Selena. And that was early on. Very early on, our first table read was Miley. And she had just done the thing. What was it? She had a penis-shaped cake at a party for her birthday. And, she was going through that like
Sounds
MTV.
like Miley.
She what?
I think she gave it to a boyfriend.
Oh, she gave it to a guy. Anyway, she was in the same photo with a wiener cake. And then also she was sticking her rump. Can I say that? Out when she was at the MTV Awards with Robin Thicke. It was sort of that era.
Oh, I remember that. It was like one of the first live TV twerkings. Is that what the kids call it?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But she stuck her bottom out.
Yeah, she did.
She stuck her fanny out, and she wiggled it around. And then Mr. Robin Wright, Mr. Thicke, came in and sort of jiggled around himself Then they went to
Yeah. It was some
a little
grinding.
Paul McCartney on the podcast for
I
you.
thought that was Paul McCartney. It was,
It
right?
was.
So Miley, with the first read through was with Miley. And so we had everybody at Sony. Amy Pascal, I think, was the boss. And Miley was stuck on the 405. And I remember there was already a slight grumbling of like, this is a full-on kids movie. We're spending so much money on this.
Oh.
And after the read through, I heard she was replaced with Selena. That's interesting.
Wait, was that related to the twerking thing?
I think they said this is such a kids movie. We can't have that out
Oh,
there.
the twerking thing got her canceled from the cartoon family movie.
I think Miley, blames it on the penis cake. Also, I don't think it helped that she was late for the read through because it was very frustrating.
No, that's not her fault. I think she's a hell of a talent. I'll put it that way.
Oh, she's great.
She could do whatever she could do whatever she wants. But, I mean, what guy, and I'll ask you this, we're always being funny and everything, but would you like someone to give you a penis cake for your birthday?
I like that we joke around, but this is a serious question.
Well, that was my feint.
I wouldn't want you to. You'll take one, Heather?
No, I'm listening because your birthday's coming up.
Oh, so this has become now informational for Heather about what to get you for your birthday. So you have 5 seconds before this podcast.
I'm going to pass on the penis cake, but I will take some twerking, and maybe Robin Wright can come by, whoever it was. Robin Thicke.
No, Robin Thicke.
Yeah. Robin Thicke can come by. Robin Wright can come by. Robin Wright, who was Jenny in Forrest Gump. She really screwed over Forrest Gump.
Can we get Miley Cyrus? Now I feel like having her on our podcast, especially to talk about this.
Yes, this is a big story. And also, I just saw her singing Look What You've Done to My Song, Ma. Remember that old song? She sings it with the real girl that sings it, and she's unreal. And she sings Like a Prayer live with a cowboy hat on, and she's so great. So
I like the Wrecking Ball one when she was on a wrecking ball going back and forth. I thought that was pretty cool. She's got a Stevie
you
Nicks
saw that somehow?
I did. I saw it on MTV or something. But she has a husky feminine voice like Stevie Nicks, and it's very alluring. It's very cool.
Very good, yeah.
So anyway,
that's a really, really hot story. No one's talking about it except me.
I want to say two things. One is two quick things. One is I feel like just by looking around and feeling the vibe that summer is here officially.
Yes.
It feels like summer has arrived. Spring is gone. And so now we're into the summer of 2025, and I'm just going to declare this, and you can say, or Heather can weigh in, but I'm just calling it.
This is controversial.
A David Spade. It's the David Spade summer.
Oh,
I want that.
That's nice.
Trend.
Thank you.
It's the David Spade summer. There's no pressure.
I'm sure it will.
On you.
There's no way that can't trend. Yes, the David Spade summer is blowing up. YouTube's like racking up numbers. I will say my hair is frizzier. I just put some toothpaste in or something, but it really gets the frizzies. It's doing a real number on my hair because it's hot and humid in LA. I'm going to Arizona where it's hot and humid, shockingly humid now because it's not supposed to be. And then ABQ Albuquerque. So hopefully I'll get through it because it's really, and Heather's going to come on these. And it's tough to do these gigs when you're just bezoiling and I don't want to crank the AC at night. This is a real strong stance I have.
I know. Well, that is the issue with you. You don't like cold air shot into your face.
I don't like blowing air in my face. I don't like it in the car. I don't like the vents in my grill at the restaurants. So that is a problem for me. But other than that, I think we're going to get through. I remember summer in Arizona walking in shorts. I would walk easily a mile when it's 110. I didn't care. And really no sunscreen. Little to no sunscreen. We're hearing some bad reports on sunscreen anyway.
sunscreen can be a trick. Like, oh, gee, I'm going to keep my skin young and put on all this sun cream. And then you don't realize it sweats off. You go in the pool or the ocean, it's off. And you've had a couple Budweisers and you forget to reapply. And then you're a lobster the next day in pain. I say put a big mofo hat. Take the whole equation out of be in the shade. You want me to write this down or you're hoping you're going to remember it?
No, just CC me on it. But I will say that
I want more to talk about your hair.
No, everyone hates it. They say I'm preening and peacocking during the podcast, and I'm not. Argar, you bird.
I'm going to see if I'm going to talk to the audience about this second. Yeah, he was preening quite a bit.
Yeah, I know I was. You preen too, don't you? You're not totally excluded.
Well, you can't look for anyone who doesn't do a podcast.
We're staring at ourselves.
Understand? I don't do this. I'm staring at a video of myself. David's right next to me for an hour, and so you're like, "Oh, what's that? What do I look? What? Oh, it's going. My hair."
You're thinking of stories, but in your head you're just going gross, 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 gross. So that's what you see.
You know, after my birthday, I'm in this low expectation business. You know, then I look at my birth certificate and I go, "Damn, I look great." But if I think I'm 28, I would check myself into a hospital.
Your hair is good and tousled. I will say I didn't have Wi-Fi for a full day last week. I didn't call you. I didn't say anything. I wasn't going to make a big deal about it. Because there's people in other countries that don't have Wi-Fi for a day sometimes. So I said, well, I guess I'm blessed. But you know what? The Spectrum, they're stealing all the copper wiring out of these places. And it's screwing up Wi-Fi for days, not just for, oh, we had a problem. It's like they're ripping these things apart.
Hey, man.
You know, copper wire is a big, like, sort of
That's a valuable thing. I would just say, love them or hate them. Elon Musk just launched another 30 Starlink satellites. He's got
give me some Starlink.
That's what I get. My Wi-Fi is all from Elon Musk. Thank you.
When I'm on flights, I go this. Have you noticed? Maybe I've said this before. I get on a goddamn flight, and I'm sorry about the rocket in the farm, but I'm glad you survived. When I get on a flight,
exciting.
It's exciting. I saw that cloud. Is that last night? Or 2 nights ago?
Yeah. It looks like a jellyfish. It was 2 nights ago. And it was right at dusk, so the light was hitting it.
It was cool.
I'd never seen it before. No, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. It was crazy cool.
Yeah.
So when I get on a flight and they go, oh, you know how you buy Wi-Fi on a plane? I had a cross-country flight. I buy Wi-Fi, not a problem. Take your credit card, bounce it down to earth. Yep, got your money. Now, let me get on a site. No, it's real bad up here. It's real bad. We're in a bad patch. Really? We were in a bad patch for 5 hours. I've gotten on 2 websites. It's taken me, I can't watch anything. I can't watch any video. They go, yeah, it's a little spotty. I go, spotty? No, I can't get it. And they go, yeah. I go, how do they get my money? That Wi-Fi worked just fine. Oh, here's your money. Here's your $20 for Wi-Fi the whole flight. That worked. Bounce down. Now the Wi-Fi is exhausted. That's all I can do today. I'm out. And now I'm like this.
Are you standing in the galley next to the flight attendant with your finger pointed and everyone's looking up? Going,
yeah. Here's what they do to placate me. They go, oh, sometimes you turn it on, turn off. And I go, I've heard that bullshit. So I do that. Naturally, it doesn't work at all. And then they go, we told the pilot, we're going to flick the Wi-Fi on and off and restart it and rejigger it. So you should be. And then about an hour later, I go, yeah, it hasn't done jack shit. And they go, yeah, we're landing soon. Can you buckle up?
Well, that's what they say at the very end. I'm so sorry you didn't get Wi-Fi. It never really worked on the flight. And also our landing gear is being a little itchy. So we might circle for a while.
Yeah. And then they go, we're getting Starlink. I go, get it. What's the decision? Get it.
Hey, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to play games here.
Hey.
I have officially punted on the notion. I know I'm never going to get Wi-Fi again. I think maybe 5-6 years ago you could get Wi-Fi. No, but this is because I don't really like flying, If I have a 5-hour flight, I go, geez, after we get to a comfortable altitude, I'll try to get Wi-Fi, multiple credit cards, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
So by the time we land, it occupies my brain. I don't assume I'm ever going to get Wi-Fi.
Oh, that's
again.
good. Just to try to figure it out.
Just the puzzle of how is it going to fuck with me, and put in the code, and then go again, and you put in all your exact credit card. Nope. Fill in this
try
field.
Apple Pay.
It turns red. What's your real birthday?
Email doesn't match.
That is my birthday. Yeah. So
no one's that old. Try again. You're like, oh no, come on. That's rude. Dana, I'm a little bit of a spendy Susie. If you know what I mean.
A boozy Susie and a spendy Susie.
Yeah, I'm more of a boozy Susie, but
you are a spendy spender. Yeah.
And a lot of our listeners are nice enough to write in and say, you look like you drank a lot and slept on your face. But that's just constructive criticism.
Well, it's very concise, and you don't really drink very much. I'll tell the fans. But
just puffy. This is where Klarna comes in. Klarna is your everyday smarter spending partner, which is what a lot of people need. A lot of my friends definitely need it. It allows you to make smarter decisions with your money. And it's sometimes good to have a partner like that.
And I'll say it again. Klarna, which I assume is Swedish. Klarna is your smarter everyday spending partner.
Shoppers can use Klarna's Pay in 4 product to split their purchase into 4 interest-free payments.
That's right. Here's some key takeaways. Listen up, brother. Klarna offers a Pay in 4 product where you don't have to pay interest. I think that's a good thing.
You can pay with Klarna at merchant checkout, in the Klarna app, or with the Klarna card.
You can also compare prices at your favorite stores and earn cash back when you shop in the app.
They're making it effortless for in-app shoppers to get more value from every purchase. So choose Klarna at your favorite retailers or shop now at Klarna.com. CA resident loans made or arranged pursuant to a California finance law license. NMLS number 1353190.
Klarna, balance account required. Klarna may get a commission. Limitations, terms, and conditions apply.
They do.
I'm just going to say it. It's a Klarna summer. It's just an old trick. I do want to say one thing. This is, again, very quickly, but I want to nominate Mission Impossible, The Last Reckoning, for Best Picture, Best Director, and especially Tom Cruise for Best Actor.
Dana.
I'm putting it out there. I loved it. I thought it was an amazing film. And I saw it in a packed theater. By the way, people do like this snack. I'm not used to that. I haven't been in a theater in a while, but they come in and it's like, I don't know. I mean, 10 gallons of popcorn
is a jumbo.
Milk duds go in, a jumbo milk duds. The smallest Coca-Cola you could get on ice was 32 ounces. And that was a small. I couldn't even lift it. It's like, but anyway,
32 ounces is a lot.
Is perfect.
I have a question about it.
And it's great. Yeah. Ask me anything.
I have a critique, and you tell me now that you've seen it.
Yeah.
This doesn't really give anything away.
Okay. Well,
no, it does. No, it doesn't really. The submarine scene, could it have been chopped in half?
No.
Wow.
No. The movie, it's in the trailer. When he jumps out of a helicopter going 100 miles an hour, 20 feet off the ocean surface, he just jumps in his street clothes into the middle of the ocean.
Where it's minus 300 degrees.
The movie takes off from there. If you want to be nitpicky, you could maybe say, and I'm sure they thought about it, try to get maybe 15 out of the first act into the second act. Maybe. But when a movie's supposed to be like, womp, womp, we get it. Can we get to the end? It took off. And the submarine set piece is brilliant. And it keeps escalating for all you screenwriters out there. Just like, well, we know he's going to get out. And then they convince you he's not going to get out.
Yeah. You have to say,
that's
literally everything went wrong for him in the submarine. And literally the whole movie, everything goes wrong. Like
everything goes wrong every second. Yep.
And then when he's on the plane, which you've seen on the poster,
he's flying.
That
around.
It had 2 minutes for a bomb to blow up, and he's up there for 35 on the wing. I'm like, well, it should be roughly the same time as how long we have.
Well, one thing that was
Roughly.
great, he wasn't just in a city sprinting to get away from bullets for maybe 100 yards. He would just suddenly need to go somewhere and there was no car or airplane. And they show him just sprinting and then another shot of him sprinting like he's running a 4-minute mile. But I still would like to know. But Tom Cruise, if he feels like it, Tom, come on the podcast. We'd love to talk about how brilliant.
I won't say my critiques. I'll just talk about how brilliant.
Well, I don't really have any issues with it. I was just surprised.
I do, but you love it.
Did you
I
see
liked
it? I thought you told me you didn't see it.
No, Dana, that's how I knew he was in that submarine. And also when
That's
when
what I
his
couldn't
stuff
figure
ripped
out.
off and he's swimming, I'm like, how are you swimming? I can't say more. Cannot say anything else.
No. All you do is just take the ride. And what they did at the end, which
Yes,
they
it
did,
is a ride. Of course. Go ahead.
they did it in Top Gun, and they did it in Roman Holiday in 1952. The last 10 minutes is music with no dialogue, wrapping up the emotional arc of the movie. If you notice, all the characters are coming together, and that I'm going, okay, I'm not going to tear up. Okay, it's just a stupid movie. I'm not going to tear up. And then next thing I know, I don't want my wife to know. So I go, God, I got something in my eye, honey.
Oh, it's so sad. Oh,
Anyway, I
popped a
enjoyed it.
stitch. Well,
I know
also the
you're a
beginning.
tough audience.
Did you know they went back to the beginning and said, we have to do this sort of intro to explain things because people were going, we don't quite get it. And so, which understandably, you do test screenings and you go, what do you get? What do you not get? They went back, explained it. You're off everyone's off.
I told, because there's some people who were visiting us and my wife and I looked it up on Wikipedia because I don't like being confused. So if you don't want to be, people don't listen for 10 seconds, but I told them there's an AI called the Entity. It's going to take over the world, basically. Got to stop it. You have to get these two things, the poison pill and whatever the akapaka, which is in a submarine from the movie before, and they have to connect. That's all you need to know. And then you don't have to get all wound up in who's that guy and what's going on. So I say they said it made the movie better because they weren't trying to, figure out.
Okay. I'll make a big jump here because we're running in time. We
We're
forgot
running out of
stories
time. I have nothing
last week we
else.
didn't do stories. We're going to do stories.
Okay.
We're going to do stories from the world. This is this basketball story. Okay. So this scene, I don't watch WNBA that much, but I know Caitlin Clark gets roughed up all the time and they have to stop this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, almost like stop the WNBA and reset and go, what are we doing to our star beyond belief player? Okay, let's watch this. So Caitlin Clark has the ball. She gets pushed. She gets punched. We're going to show it again. Basically, she gets
pushed
blocked
and
in
then
the
knocked
eye.
over.
She gets something in her eye. Maybe that's not intentional, but then the girl kind of hits her. Then while she's trying to get something out of her eye, the other girl plows her down. It's the ball's dead. And then the girl laughs. That asshole. That's Sheldon.
Here.
Okay,
Boom,
push, punch in the face, holds her eye, and then
from this
push,
angle, push, and then the
punch in the face, eye.
Something's
in my eye.
It's over
Again. Fully knocked over. That should be a bench clearing brawl. That should be every one of her teammates should be pummeling the other team. I don't care who's who. Just start fighting gloves off.
I mean, Caitlin did defend herself, kind of pushed a little bit. I don't know if it was motivated.
Well, I think Sophie Cunningham came back. Is that the game? She came back and tried to foul this girl, but it wasn't enough. It was nice. It was not enough. You need a full battle royale.
Well,
I mean,
there seems
honestly,
to be a pattern.
They hate her.
That she's the best player in the WNBA, the best they've seen in a while. She's lifted the entire league. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, and they can't stand her.
Human nature is sort of, I guess, envy or whatever comes up. And also, I mean, I don't want to accuse anyone of doing anything, but a lot of times, they want to kill the quarterback, right? So, and also, where were her teammates? Why didn't the teammate? Why wasn't
Where are the
a brawl?
teammates? They need to beat the shit. They need to lose a fight. Just fight. Just go in there and fight everyone because you cannot have your star getting hurt. And she just got back from being hurt. So this happens all the time. If you don't watch, she gets it every game. Someone checks her. No one's checking Tiger Woods. He's the best. No one's checking Scotty Scheffler. Like, I don't think there's that much contact in golf, as much as we think.
I don't think
Not as
I don't
much, but you don't need to do this to her. And it was infuriating to me. I'm like, God damn. And then they're going to kill the golden goose. You know what I mean?
Well, you do not.
Let's say she gets hurt for the year. Ratings plummeted 55% when she didn't play for a few games.
Contracts are not
across.
renewed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was her, I'd say, I'll take off.
Yeah, that's nasty. That's nasty.
And they say the ref's job is hard, but that one was easy. You kick the girl out. Okay. According to his official biography, I love this guy's funny. I can't stay mad at him.
He's hysterical.
Kim Jong. His biography, he played golf one time. And this is actually pretty good stats. He shot a 38 under par and had 11 holes in one. That's good, Danny. You don't play a lot of golf. That is good.
Well, this is just a AI fake funny story, right? I mean, obviously.
I think it's from his real biography, but I don't think this happened exactly this way. I think he's bragging, and I think he's bragging even more than I do when I lie about things I do, bragging. So when I golf, I don't actually cheat when I golf, which I should, but I don't because there's no point. This guy, I've gotten one hole in one. And it wasn't 11, and it wasn't all in one game. So listen, he's out there. He's a real rascal. You know, I think he keeps you guessing.
Well, there is that idea that they treat him like he's not quite human. It's like a god, right?
Yeah.
To the North Koreans.
Yeah.
I remember playing with my dad once, and he always say it's a squirrely, sloping 2.5 to 3 foot putt. And he would just pick it up and go, "That's a gimme." I go, "I don't think so." Oh, Jesus Christ, it's a gimme. A gimme means you don't have to hit it.
Yeah, you don't have to putt it. Just give me it. It's so close. I'm going to make it. What are we doing? Let's just
what are we doing? Let's just move on.
Ray doesn't do gimmies. He says, just so you know, if we golf. Yeah, by the way, he's like almost apologizing. I'm a stickler to the rules, which just means I play by the rules. And so if you have a 12-inch putt, you got to putt it. You can't because you can miss a lot of those.
Yes. I was told by a mutual friend of ours that he said that David's really good.
Who told you that? Love it.
Says he has he has good timing. It goes back and goes through.
Yeah.
And you just tell him where to hit it and he just hits it. So, I mean, are you better than you're letting our audience on? Or are you kind of like
the problem is I do play medium, but I love it and it's fun. But the neck, I can't do full 18 anymore. So that's trouble.
He's good.
Heather says I'm good.
Huh.
But
Tiger Woods said he was good.
You know who's good? Oh, Tiger Woods said I was good. Yeah. Tiger Woods. I should
Tiger
show a clip
Woods.
of that. When I did my first chip, he goes, try to get it out toward that. Let's start with a 9-iron, go hit it to that. And I hit it. And he goes, oh, wait, are you good? Isn't that funny? And they have 2 drones, 35 people in a crew watching. And I'm just like this. Because Tiger's just staring at me.
What a thrill. I knew that you'd golf with him, but just the idea of having Tiger Woods advise you and comment on your golf shot is either terrifying or exhilarating. But if he says,
so fun.
Are you good? Yeah.
Yeah. And then one time he goes, we were putting and he was apologizing, saying, I hurt my leg. I'm not quite back. If we still want to do this lesson or whatever we were filming. I said, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I can't play, but I can coach and goof around. And he was great. So anyway, we're putting and he goes, I have this old putter. I've had the same putter for 20 years. I go, oh, is it a money thing? Oh, David, it was just like that all day. We were laughing. We were cracking up.
He knows.
But he was fun. Got in a car wreck the next morning. I was the last person to golf with him. And then he got in a car wreck and I was like, I saw the car. I go, he's
that's weird.
He cannot golf again. And then he did. Then he was better than me immediately again. I'm like, dude. Okay.
He's tenacious with trying to get back on the tour. Just he'll do surgery, another surgery, he'll rehab it. Yeah.
It's like if I couldn't get on that stage, Dana, I'd fight back.
Well, you were too young to remember, but in any era, no one has dominated for a period of time like he did. Even Jack Nicklaus, it took him longer to get his 16 or whatever, 17 majors, but nobody dominated. Tiger won the the Masters by like 12 strokes. It's like a wipeout. It's crazy.
Yeah. He's got game.
He's got game. He knows how
all
to
right,
keep
what's the
his
next
head
one?
down.
Okay, this sounds too high. This might be fake. Put it in the comments. Okay, California gas tax to increase July 1st. Starting July 1st, gas will go up by 66 cents a gallon. That cannot be true. 66 a gallon. Already home to the most expensive gas in the country.
Wow. For people around the country, that means we're a lot of places heading over 6. Certain places I see 5.59 for Supreme.
So we're going to be close to 8.
He says it'll go to 8 if it goes up 66 cents.
Says it'll go close to 8.
Soon go to 8.
Yeah, it could soon be paying close to 8. Soon and close. So it's not. So it's, let's say 7. But you can't do anything. If this is true, you can't. All the things we do, I don't want the $93 billion bullet train to Sacramento. Who gives a fat fuck about Sacramento? Who's going on that train?
I know. I wanted trains. I love trains. Because I don't like to fly. I like Europe has all these trains.
Yeah.
It's too bad we didn't, when we were laying down the I-5, we needed to put a freaking, get Walt Disney, he was alive, say, Walt, we got a job for you. Have a monorail from SFO right up over the Grapevine into LA.
Sure. Not Sacramento. And why not one from here to Vegas? They're going to make one, but it's from San Bernardino. I'm like, you're already halfway there.
Well, then they'll connect it in to your house.
I mean,
you'll be able to go,
but this train started at $1 billion when they voted on it. Now it's $93 billion. Okay, I don't like that. I don't want to pay more taxes. God,
well, I'll pay taxes. I want them to spend the money wisely. Does that make me crazy?
Where is it? Where's the money? If they would fix literally Fairfax and La Cienega, they'd make them smoother. I'd be happy. Shoveling money that just disappears. No one knows where it goes. You go, why would I give more? Well, I am. I'll give more this year. Okay, this is a plane crash. I know you don't like this. Oh, this is a way to save people they're working on. This sounds like bullshit too.
If an airplane is about to crash for any
I don't
reason,
like that.
It's almost impossible for the passengers on board to
This is AI, Dana. Don't worry.
Whether it's business class or economy, passengers are not given
Economy is AI too. I think it's all
This
first
is
class.
the reason over 100,000 people have lost their lives in plane crashes so far. But now, this could soon
That's
change.
high.
As an engineering team is working on detachable airplane
Look at this
technology. In this design, the airplane will be structured in such a way that in any emergency situation, the passenger section will detach
This is
from the rest
cool.
of the
Later.
plane. After this,
Pilots are
with
like,
the help
huh?
of 2 advanced parachutes, the passenger cabin can be
Nice
safely
and easy
landed on any
landing.
water or land surface.
Nice.
In this way, passengers will be
Yeah,
able
and you
to
walk
survive
out,
without
and then you order Uber Eats.
What do you think about this design? Share your thoughts.
What is
At some point, just take a fucking boat or drive or train. You can get around the earth without it. I mean, Dolly
Or
Parton
could everyone wear a
fly.
parachute? Is that easier? And they say the plane's going down. If you want to run out, we're going to pop the door. You want to run out? Are you scared to run
Yeah,
out?
and if it has to be fast, so you're just in your seat, you're like, "Oh, thank you, a Chardonnay," and then ripcord, right out the door. Then what is the point? Do you have to go see Grandma in Hawaii? I mean, just don't travel so much. I'm going to punt on that one.
Dana, I travel too much. It's sickening. Okay, next one. That was good. We learned a lot. Preening, peacocking. Here I go.
Preening. It's the best your hair's ever looked on this podcast.
More b-ball, Dana.
Mm-hmm. Good.
DeMarcus Cousins is suspended. Oh, look what he does. Look what he does.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say it until we see it. He scratches his dick and rubs it in the guy's face. And he got suspended. Hilarious.
The guy
got up and look at this guy in the baseball hat wants to fight him. This pipsqueak.
Yeah, you can always act tough when you got guys holding you back,
Yeah. I sort of would want the players to beat the guys up because everyone talks so much tough shit. And the players go, if it was any other scenario, you would be looking down and just going, yes, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, the only luck you can have is that traditionally NBA players are not good fighters. Like in a brawl, you'll see a lot of guys fighting like this. Their arms are out like this. Nobody's in like this.
I'm like this. I'm in tight.
Yeah, you're like that. Just tight. I'm taking it. I'm taking it right to the ab.
the back
Boom,
foot.
boom, boom, boom. Snap, snap. Feel it?
boom, boom. And then I'm like,
Boom.
they're like, pull Spade off. He's hitting him too hard.
But what if that was a kind of a mixed martial arts expert that just body slam the NBA guy? You know,
I wish
What
it
about-
was
what about
the guy
that?
that stood up. I do think that's a possibility. Would be great. Also, those guys in those videos where they just touch your shoulder and people go, "Oh," and they fall down. Like it's kind of those fake instructors that just use like a
one of
force
the-
field.
Oh yeah, and in Aikido, you just like the guy flies with you because he believes you're a human god, and you go like that. Little tiny guy weighs 130 pounds. Just,
Yeah, he's like eating a ham sandwich, and people run at him, and he just touches them,
and
and
he's
they
going
fly
like
down.
that, and they're just doing like gymnastics
So
and
funny.
tumbles,
Yeah.
like as if.
It's great.
It's fine. It's entertainment.
All right, next
Mhm.
one.
Yeah, what else you got?
Okay. Oh, this guy throws food. I think I don't know how old this kid is. He throws food at this old man's wife in a restaurant. Wrong move. Watch this old man goes fucking nuts. Starts beating up this guy. He's like 17, 18. And now this guy comes over. What did he do? He threw food at my wife. This guy hits him. Crazy.
Just a stranger?
Yeah. The kid was starting shit. It's funny because it's probably too much, but when there's so much anarchy out there and no one gets in trouble for anything, if someone's doing that, there needs to be some regulating now and then.
So there was no one controlling the kid, and he throws.
Well, he's got his
food-
whole family there. No one says shit to him.
and he just throws food at some woman's face. I mean, I was watching it, but I'm like, what?
That's why the guy went over, they said, because
And then slap the kid, and you could hear it. You got to be a little careful. How big was the kid?
I think the kid is like 17, but it is, they're both going to get in trouble for doing that. But yeah, kid was a little young, but you know, it's just a world of like, where's the parents? Where's anyone? Just can you control anything?
It's anarchy. It's end of days, man.
There is a lot of that. I do feel that.
Did you ever
The
see
copper
Clockwork
wiring.
Orange, the movie?
Too scary.
A dystopian world of hooligans and
Dystopia.
hoodlums robbing and beating people, you know, people stealing copper wires with no consequences.
Thank you. People taking Wi-Fi away from hardworking citizens that want to watch you porn. All right, let's see the next one. Brazilian comedian Leo Lin sentenced to 8 years in prison for in prison? Again. Oh, I like it's under funniest stand-up. This isn't that funny. Brazilian comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 8 years in prison and 30. He had to pay 300,000 BRLs.
That's like
for jokes he made.
$6 American. No, this I did read about, that he kind of intentionally went in and tried and just did, I think, a joke on a joke of doing every offensive bit he could do. I think it was one set, 1 hour, but then over time, now he's going to prison for that 1 hour.
Said he's getting, his lawyers said he's getting the same punishment as someone convicted of drug trafficking, corruption, or murder because jokes. Well, yeah, I know in England right now, you can't say anything negative about anything that they think is negative, or they'll come to your house.
Yeah.
So
they'll
you
come
can't
and arrest
post.
you.
And you can't,
No.
they're saying if you're from America and you go there, that's what they want next. That when you get there, if you've posted something negative, they can arrest you. That's their ideal. But right now, they're just arresting people in England for their opinions. And that's where it gets scary, because I look over there because I don't want everything coming here, which is sort of on the way. It's like, that's the test market. What's going on in Ireland and England? And if it's troubling to me, or it might be for the better, but you get to watch it and go, it works or doesn't work, whatever they're doing.
Well, I'm old school. I came from a different place and time. So as a
Sure.
kid, the Ku Klux Klan is having a march in some city, and no one bothered
You just
them.
had to
They
had to sit there and
their
take it. Yeah.
foul signs and all their nonsense. But that's where I learned that freedom of speech, it's a slippery slope. Like, who decides what you can say and not say? And the tolerance is really where all the magic is. You have to, and you can't yell fire in a crowded theater, putting all
Right.
that aside. But just the idea of thought police, George Orwell talked about it. You can't say and or think things. And the propensity from wherever you think it's coming from for control and authoritarianism is a very strong impulse just to control the population. So
Sure.
I don't like it, but maybe that's me.
I'm against it. Okay, next one.
I will cut back your speech in a second.
Don't you say, what is this? A lady robot. She's cute. This guy sort of gets a little handsy with her.
With a robot?
Even though it's his robot girlfriend. Rubs her waist, right? She likes it. Oh, whoa. He grabbed like her hip bone. Heather, program this. I don't know what this is.
Is this,
or
again,
except,
I have to ask, is this real?
I mean, if it's a robot girlfriend, is this AI? Could be.
Is that a real?
Well, maybe it's just they're showing a robot doing that to show how not to grab a woman or something.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
he
a
shouldn't be
real
rubbing your stomach
woman.
anyway,
You're
unless they're
doing that. Yeah. But you're
Right.
training creepy men on robots what not to do because they don't really know.
when they marry them. Aren't they married? Isn't he married to that robot? If you're paying
Yeah.
$100,000 to marry a robot, you should be able to touch your belt line. Not
Well,
lower though.
The robots are here, man. They're coming strong. Mm-hmm.
Jesus. Will anyone have a job in 5 years? I don't know.
We're going to have universal basic income. There's too many jobs that are going to be lost in the next 5 years. So you will get a nice fat
It'll
check.
be. Oh, I will give me something for one. Thank you. Okay, let's do one more. If this is a good one, we'll stop.
Okay, let's see. This is going to be
No
a good one.
promises. Oh, this is kind of interesting. This is, like Lion Country Safari, people go on safaris.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At what point would you freak out? Okay, so they're in a Jeep, if you can't tell, and a lion, and they say, don't move, and a lion walks up. You've seen these type. Beautiful lion. These are people filming inside. I'd be screaming and peeing. Okay, all of you relax. Nope, he's coming on board. Gorgeous. Look at. And they're just casually like, we can get out. Look at one at a time they leave.
But
so
guy didn't
cute
leave?
though. And this guy's kind of trapped. They keep telling him to stand up and leave. And he's got to get. This lion would be so fun to pet if it wouldn't kill you, but it's wild. But it's sort of the you don't bother me, I don't bother you. But I would be so scared.
House
That guy
cat.
comes and moves him.
Yeah.
Oh, that woman was trapped. Okay, so they're in a Jeep. The lion's in the back seat with the guy. The guy finally gets out, I think. But isn't that interesting? Like, I don't know how fast I don't know what I would do.
Sometimes,
Have a lion that big.
Have you ever had a cat in your life? A cat, house pet.
Yeah, sure.
And I often think like, okay, here's Ginger the cat, really cool calico cat we had.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, what if Ginger, instead of weighing 12 pounds, weighed 400 pounds? But I had all the same stuff. And sometimes we're kind of like, hey, don't pet me there. And her teeth would come out. So yeah, 500 pounds.
Well, when cats slap like that when they get mad, that would hurt more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they can kill you in about a tenth of a second. But who would win, that cat or a gorilla?
Oh, I was going to say that cat or me, I would win because I would strike first. I'd strike first, and then I'd say, do you want more? I wouldn't keep hitting. I'd say, do you get it now? Who's the boss?
Yeah.
And then, but a gorilla, I don't know. I saw one of these look at a crocodile in a tree. He was in the tree. Crocodile's in the water. Typical hack.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was floating, and the alligator's eyes are like here. So he's like, I don't think anyone's in that tree. And then this thing just jumps like that, jumps in, lands on him. And right at the last second, because it's got eyes up here, turned a little bit. So I go, he might have missed, the lion might have missed where he wanted to grab because they both went under. And then you see the crocodile doing those turns. They do that death roll.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lion popped up and he swam and he got out and looked in. I'm like, what happened? Tell us. Never said anything. No part two. Stay tuned for part two. Have you ever gone to a part two, Heather? And then you scrolling down and it's like 2 miles down. I'm like, why are you giving me something from 4 years ago? Oh, TikTok. Anyway. Okay, Dana, that was a good one to end with, I feel. What are your wrap-ups now?
Trump can be nasty and nice.
Yes, we did. That's true. What do we
Tom
learn?
Cruise for Best Actor.
Okay.
You can't get Wi-Fi. Just let it go. But if you want to occupy your mind on a long flight, just try to get Wi-Fi.
Copper wiring is valuable. I don't know how much but people want it.
We got to protect Caitlin Clark from severe rough housing.
Yeah. The constant beatings, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let me think what else I could think of. Alec. And what? Oh, David's good at golfing.
All right. Why don't I reveal what was in the bag in case people
Oh my God, Dana. This is before we go to our whole new format and everything. Okay. This is too exciting.
I'm going to wheel back.
People have guessed a dandelion.
These out. I'm going back.
Guessed, okay, I'm just going to say while he's going back there. People have guessed dandelion. They've guessed a lock of hair. They've guessed the Garth wig.
All right. Let me put these on. Mm-hmm.
Dana, they guessed. Oh, you can't hear me yet. Shoot.
Come on.
Yeah. Untangle him for 30 minutes.
I want to make a guess.
Okay, Heather's going to guess. Well, he can't hear you. Yeah, hold on.
Hard to put on headphones when you're under pressure. Okay.
Oh, Heather's going to guess. She's guessing a little doohickey like this to make noise.
Okay.
Someone online said the Garth wig. A bunch said dandelion, an old dandelion. And someone else said your old Vicodins from your operation. So let's see what it is. Everyone's freaking out. We're like Mr. Beast now with these freaking views we're getting. Okay, ready? This better be good, dude.
It's a rovastatin. It's a cholesterol pill. I said no one would get it. It's 40 milligrams rovastatin.
Oh, let's see if anybody. I'm going to go check YouTube, see if anybody gets that.
Look, there'll be one on Fly on the Wall. So we'll have this.
That was pretty good. You were right. No one guessed it. So that's
no one could
the
ever
Fly
guess.
on the Wall.
Really, yeah. You know what
What's
I'm going
a
to start
statin?
to do?
Everyone asked at once.
What's a statin? It lowers your cholesterol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like Lipitor, Crestor. This is a generic.
You don't want it too low.
I'm going to put something in here that people would want. That's it.
Okay.
Like a Garth wig or something that people would want. And that's what I'll do.
When we do our next season trailer drops Monday, starts Thursday. So
it's called Fly on the Wall, generally without guests. And then there's a Fly on the Wall that will have a guest.
No one knows what's going on.
No one knows what's going on.
They'll just figure it out. Just watch them all.
What chance have they got?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Dana, for your time. I know you're gardening this week and you're digging out there with the petunias.
I'm going to, do what I do best. Just hang out. No, I got a lot of
hang out and listen to my voice text. Hey, Dana, checking in.
Yeah.
Okay. Go have fun, and thanks, everybody. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yes.
This Thursday.
For the season premiere.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This has been a presentation of Odyssey. Superfly is executive produced by Dana Carvey and David Spade, Jenna Weiss-Berman of Odyssey, Heather Santoro, and Greg Holtzman. Hope you liked it. Ooh.